It's fine.
I guess she'd be quiet.
It's fine. Hello, lovely people of the internet. It ended and deleted my last stream, but we're restarting. And you know what? We're just going to be positive today. It's all going to be all positive, all good vibes. All good vibes.
So we're starting
over.
on there and there?
Yep, everywhere. We're just starting over.
Hi. Yo.
Hello, lovely people of the internet. Tis I, Ophelia Hartwig, aka Savage Minnow, here, floating head in Independence, Missouri, with not with the floating head and shoulders of my mother.
Because we both have black shirts, but they're different blacks. Discuss that.
I'm having technical difficulties this morning. I stayed up too late last night.
We had it. Yeah.
And we're learning that, especially since we have to be done by 1 today. So it's actually particularly upsetting. But that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Uncle B is here.
Hey, Uncle B.
B is one of my friends on YouTube. I hang out in his panels a lot. I feel like you guys should meet. B, I wanted you to be on a team with my mom, but timing didn't work out, and that was. But
yeah. How long ago was that? Because that's going to be once a month.
That was.
I'm not on it once a month, but
it's going to be next week.
I thought it was coming up on a month.
Which Holy Spackle is on my team this month because
great.
Well, she ransomed herself a spot.
She's getting a little.
She's getting a little feisty with that little Scotty.
Yeah, she is. I like her.
I don't have my StreamYard set up today. I should get it set up for next week though, so that you can come in and say hi. Just be saying you can come in and say hi.
No idea what that means, but hi, B.
Like we did the time when you joined me remotely from your house.
Oh yeah. I believe I did that. Yeah, that was the one time I butted in. Was that the time you were referring to?
No, that was
because they were like, it was like I can't do the after show, and then you guys did the after show, and then I finished my thing, and then I got back on, and they were talking about me. I didn't do that.
And there she was.
I'm here.
And there she was.
I'm here. I have my ears on.
Be sad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He said he's sad.
I'm sorry.
Did you feel bad when people are like, I can come join? And I'm like, not today.
Because it's not set up.
Because it's not set up, or like the other day I did actually like let Wildheart come in and hang out, even though and I should have said no because it was like it wasn't not like this situation, but it was like a different situation where it was like there was already too many people and
it didn't fit.
It just didn't work and I
didn't fit what was going on.
I always just feel really bad.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
I know. I want to have like 100-person StreamYard account where I can just like have everybody come on and hang out.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. We do. We are identical twins separated by 20 years.
Mm-hmm. We are. Somebody say that?
She said we look very much, or he said we look very much alike.
We do.
We do.
Also, my Nana. That out. Yeah.
My Nana looked very much. I looked like my Nana also.
Yeah.
Like, especially when I see pictures of her when she was like in her 20s, it looks like me in my 20s. It's like uncanny. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. It is. Very.
Good morning, Bunny Morrow.
Bunny? How's Bunny today?
It was a tongue twister. Good morning,
Bunny Morrow.
I did it though. I did it.
Yeah, morrow, like tomorrow.
Yes.
Right, Bunny. Bunny always has good information.
And good insight.
Yes, insight. That's
insight. So I do have some Reddit posts today. Do we want to do some Reddit posts?
I'd like to hear who's the asshole.
Okay.
Or who's behaving like an asshole?
Who's behaving like an asshole is kind of usually how I feel about it more, yeah.
No, let them know.
Let's see.
Well, let them know.
Before we get to the gaming, we're just going to get straight into the assholes today.
Mm-hmm. And then we're cooking.
Yeah, we're going to cook later, I think. Here, I can make us smaller now that I think. Let's see. we're not like taking up the whole.
Mm.
Here we are. I should move the chat box. That's better, right?
That is better.
It's kind of cool when I have it like all right here that I can like actually
Move,
yeah.
adjust.
Because we used to do this from the sunroom,
Mm-hmm.
and I had my my iPad basically as like a stream deck, and so I could pull stuff up that I already had programmed in, but like as far as like switching that over in this thing.
Right.
Now this is one I saw this morning, and I was like,
Okay.
we should do this one.
Okay.
It's called "Am I the Asshole for Not Agreeing to Be My School's Sign Language Interpreter?"
Oh.
And this one gets a little personal for me.
And let me just say, if it were for a funeral, I could do it. I can.
We were talking about that the other night. If you guys saw the stream, I did have to cut it out of the stream because it was copyrighted material. But like,
oh, did you show it?
I did.
I'm qualified to do sign language for a funeral. Funerals only.
Only funerals. But like,
So we should say why we're saying that.
Okay. So, how it came up was we were talking about the Mandela effect. Which, if you're not familiar with, it's like this whole idea of like where everybody like remembers something one way, but that's not really the way that it is.
Oh.
So the example, yeah. So the example that I was like thinking of,
because I had not heard of the Mandela.
Well, the reason is because for you and me, we very clearly remember Nelson Mandela's funeral.
I'm part of it.
There are people who think that Nelson Mandela died in the 90s. And like there are people who like remember Nelson Mandela's funeral back in the 90s. And I'm like, no, I remember that shit. Fucking Barack Obama was there.
Yeah, we remember we do remember when it happened. We do remember that.
And there was this sign language interpreter.
Oh.
It was okay, so what happened?
And it's copyrighted, but if you get a chance, would you just Google that shit?
Just Google it. Nelson Mandela sign language interpreter. Funeral sign language interpreter. Like however you
funeral sign language.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Oh my god.
Worth the look.
It is. What had happened was because I looked into this shit, right? Like I have a friend who was born deaf. Like I was like I was like, what the hell? This guy who doesn't know sign language. Now there is like a whole kind of like weird backstory on like that he has like maybe dissociative identity disorder or like what used to be called multiple personality disorder, and like one of his alters like believes that they're an interpreter, but like has not had any formal training.
Oh,
and
because he's in it.
Yeah. And there's also some, because like the way that he describes it, if you like listen to like mental health professionals, they're like, that's not really like the way that like DID usually manifests itself, right? So it's like,
I thought he was just doing it to get the publicity. Like,
so he shows up dressed as a sign language interpreter, and he's like, "Hi, I'm the sign language interpreter." And the people who are running the event are like, "Oh, there's a guy here dressed as the sign language interpreter who says that he's a sign language interpreter. Let's have him interpret."
Yeah. So are you saying that no one was booked to do it?
There's some discrepancy as to like whether or not anybody was booked. And then, because I think that there was like a listing for it, and like he did respond to it, and then people were like, "That guy is not," because he was known for having done it.
I didn't know that. He's a serial repeater.
Yeah. So like the agency is
I
like,
didn't know that.
No, like we don't, like we did not hire that guy, and like that guy does not work for us.
Wow.
But he's like, "Oh, this company hired," and they're like, "No, like you don't."
Well, and that was a huge event. I mean, there's so somehow he slipped. So he intentionally.
This is not this guy. I should like.
He intentionally.
we'll say hi to him. Because it's not relating to the Reddit post. I feel like we should be clear that it was not relating to the Reddit post. This is just the Mandela funeral.
Oh, right.
But the Mandela effect is, that's why I never like got the name the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Because people were like, oh, remember Nelson Mandela's funeral in the 90s? And I'm like, no, I remember it in the 2000s, and that
Very clearly.
and I just remember thinking, like, he was 6 feet from Barack Obama. Like, this person that they have, like, apparently done 0 background checks on the guy.
Right.
And, like, have not vetted whatsoever.
Right.
And even if his own story is true, like, suffers from very severe mental illness that is, like, going unchecked.
Yeah.
And he's arm's length
Yeah.
from,
And who else could
from
have
the
been?
leader of the free world.
And who else could have
however
been?
many people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
I just remember very clearly being like, oh my God, how did they let this happen?
That's true. I forgot about Barack being there. Barack, like
Barack, my buddy Barack.
I did meet him, so I did sit next to him. We did go to a concert together, so
Yeah, it's just funny when like people.
I know. President Obama. I forgot that President Obama was there.
Bunny said, I mean, even if you have an alter that is a sign language interpreter, shouldn't that alter at least know sign language?
That's what I thought, Bonnie. I thought she was going to say that the alter knew sign language, but it sounds like the alter doesn't.
That's how DID works. There's so many documented cases of alters speaking different languages. Like, yeah, exactly.
Like
Like,
they're fluent in the different languages.
right. But like, they actually learn the other language.
This guy,
Like,
didn't.
this guy does not actually. He's the taco guy. You remember?
Yes.
He's just a
Scammer. He's just a scammer.
Yeah, he
I
might
think.
be. I
We don't
don't know. I don't
This is how
know. Taco. He signs that a couple times. Taco. And it's like,
that comes up during a funeral. Taco.
for like a while,
Nelson
me and my friends.
Mandela really like the taco.
After that, like me and a couple of my friends referred to him as like the taco guy.
Yeah.
The taco guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could tell some of the stuff he was signing. He was just making gestures.
I can't imagine if the Secret Service tackled an ASL interpreter and it was this guy, because it was like very apparent that he was not actually an interpreter.
Because you guys noticed like that some
I can't believe they like take him off.
most of it was just like wasn't words, right? Or
Yeah, it was just like gibberish, and it was like he got some of like the like hand shapes right, but it was like that doesn't make a sentence. Like, there's a Jimmy Kimmel video where he brings on an actual interpreter and has the interpreter like try to like interpret what he's saying, and it's like
interpret what that guy's saying. Oh, that's funny.
he's like, "Salutations, smoke cigarette."
It would also be funny to
It's
see someone actually translating it properly next to it. Be funny too.
I think I saw one of those at the time, like back when it happened, where it was like, "This is what it should look like."
Yeah,
this is what it actually did look like.
That's
It was
funny,
so
and then
bad.
what he actually was signing was
Yeah.
funny too. Wow.
Yeah.
So that is why I am qualified to.
She's only qualified to do funerals.
Apparently, they don't check.
This kid is apparently qualified for more than funerals,
Okay.
but we're gonna get into that because it's like literally not his job. Okay,
Mm.
literally not his job.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not agreeing to be my school's sign language interpreter?
Okay.
For context, both my parents are deaf, so I speak fluent,
Oh, okay.
and this is Australian Sign Language, which
Okay.
I believe is pronounced Aslan, which I think is awesome because it sounds like Aslan from like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Anyway,
Okay.
I think it's called Aslan, but if I say that wrong, please feel free to correct me in the comments.
Okay.
I appreciate it if people correct me kindly.
Mhm.
So this is known by all of my teachers plus the principal because I act as an interpreter for my parents during parent-teacher conferences. My high school has quite a few hard of hearing and deaf students, maybe 20 out of like the 2,000 students.
Wow.
That's really cool. So they
Yeah.
have kind of a little bit of a deaf community there. That's
Mhm.
really awesome, actually. There's so many people that I've talked to who are like, they were the only deaf kid in their whole school. Like my best friend, he was the only deaf kid in his whole school.
Yeah.
And there was a kid that I went to school with, but it was just one deaf kid in the entire school that like,
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day, my name was on the school notices asking me to come see the principal at break time. When I went, he asked me to wait and called in one of the special ed teachers. After she arrived, they asked me to take a seat and told me that they were very excited to be introducing a new kind of inclusion program in the school. Principal said something like, OP, we know that you're very proficient in Australian Sign Language. We would love to make the school more inclusive and thought that you could work on school parades, which are school assemblies, as an interpreter for our hard of hearing students. I'm not really keen on this idea. Yeah, because you've been a friggin' interpreter your entire frigging life. And it's like exhausting. Exhausting. Like even for me as like a non-deaf person, like even like conversing in sign language is exhausting because like your brain has to like be like
you're translating.
Yeah. And so to translate like not even your own thought is like even more
Good point.
So honestly I'm not really keen on this idea. The interpreting is exhausting, not to mention I would hate to stand up in front of the whole school at every assembly. I told him that I thought it was a great idea to have an interpreter, but I'm not really interested in doing that. The principal seemed understanding and let me go back to class. On the final period of the day, however, I was called out of class by that special ed teacher that had been in the room with the principal with me. When I stepped out, the first thing she said to me was, I'm very disappointed in you, OP. I asked what about, and she said, for not taking initiative. You have the power to help out our hard of hearing students by assisting them to join in the school activities, and you're not using it. This is a public school, OP. We can't afford to have an interpreter. I think that you're being pretty selfish.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm sorry that, like, you guys have not done the paperwork to apply for and get approved for, like, state paid for, like, a country. However, like, I know they have different states in Australia, but, like, for your territory or whatever to, like, pay for your government to pay for an interpreter, because that's what should happen. Because that's, if you have 20 deaf and hard of hearing students at your school, like, absolutely, your school administrators should take care of getting you guys an interpreter. And that should be, like, paid for by tax.
Well, and I don't know what they do in Australia, but let's sit down and work on, get some ideas going on how we can get an interpreter and everything. Maybe OP would say, I'll do, 1 out of 4. Or, whatever. Maybe they know.
Or say, hey, could you work with us to, like, until we get an interpreter, or to figure out what we need an interpreter for and what we don't need an interpreter for.
Or do you know people that could volunteer that we could, maybe people would, if it's a once a month thing, maybe people could volunteer for,
Maybe OP has a cousin that's also a CODA. It's like,
let's do that.
Yeah, exactly. But this is literally a student there that is having to take time out of the assemblies to, like, work instead of being a participant of the assembly.
Yes, the assembly is for the students, and there's a point to them. It's a bonding thing for the students. And yes, we want to be inclusive, but then we're not including OP. We're taking him out.
Right, exactly. Like,
and
we're supposed to be sacrificing OP's inclusion for the other kids' inclusion. Like, let's not sacrifice anybody's inclusion.
Right.
Like, let's just work on getting everybody included. Like,
and just because OP can translate, one, doesn't mean he likes to, and two, we don't know that if a social, he says, I don't like standing up there. That's might be very anxiety producing for him.
Yeah, like, I can sign a little bit, but I absolutely would never interpret in front of a group. Like, oh my God.
Also, it's going to be different interpreting for his mom and his dad. He kind of knows what they're going to say, than interpreting for different people that stand up. And then he's got his, the whole thing about,
Yeah. It's
a stressful situation.
I understand them asking him.
Yes.
But when he said no, that should have been the end of it.
If they want to come back and say, would you help us set it up?
Yes.
Would you be,
Yes.
You've got some contacts that we don't have. There's no money in the budget for it. So we're going to need to find some volunteers. Would you be willing to help us with that? Maybe give us some leads. Maybe would you do, once a semester, would you do it? Would think about it. Think about it. That's the other thing. They answer right then, for an answer.
I'm going to save these.
Yeah.
Description.
Is that the end of it?
No.
No, okay, there's more overly. Because you're not the asshole, okay.
Yeah, and like the saying that they're being selfish is just like,
let's just pass judgment on it.
So this is really this honestly really annoyed me, and this is where I might have been the asshole. I said that if she wanted an interpreter so badly, why didn't she learn the language herself? And that she isn't entitled to my help, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe you didn't say it the nicest way. But
he's a kid. She's an adult.
I think it's a she because it says Ms. later. But
okay. He is a kid, a student.
Yeah, exactly.
The other people are.
She
adults.
says you're being really immature, OP. And I was asking for a little help. OP is a child, a literal child, and you were asking them to do an adult job during their school time. And they're saying, hey, that's a little too much for me. And actually making the responsible decision to not take on more than they're capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
F you, special ed teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I say great and walk back inside my classroom.
Mm-hmm.
She catches the door as it closes and says loudly to my teacher.
Of course she does.
I am very disappointed in her, Miss X. Very disappointed. And the rest of the day, people asked me why I had gotten in trouble. Am I the asshole for refusing to be the interpreter?
No. Nope.
It's probably true that our school can't afford one. So, work on doing paperwork to get one paid for by taxpayers because either they need to pay you for it, which you're not old enough to be a certified interpreter.
OP doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Hire somebody who that's their job and that's what they want to do.
Not. OP doesn't want to do it.
TLDR, my principal asked me if I would act as an interpreter for hard of hearing kids at school assembly. I am fluent in Auslan. I said no, but was later berated by another teacher for not agreeing to do so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, not the asshole. What?
Fabio just commented.
Hey, Fabio.
Did you read it?
No. I must say. You're smart ass, Fabio. Does Fabio know what I eat or don't eat? Do you know what I eat or don't eat, Fabio?
Don't mention it though, because he's gonna call you one of those.
Do you, Fabio? Because I talk about it all the time. I let everybody know.
Okay.
Oh,
he is actually listening. He's actually listening.
Listening, Fabio.
Listening. Bunny Morrow says OP is right. If she wants an interpreter, she can learn the language herself. Yeah. Finding an interpreter.
And I appreciate OP saying I might have been a smart ass. OP's an adult. I mean, a child. So she got a little smart assy with the adult. Whatevs.
I might have mentioned it to him. That's a good point.
Oh, he knows.
I know now thanks to your daughter.
My secret.
She's been vegetarian a lot longer than I have. A lot longer.
I'm not vegetarian. I don't eat meat or chicken or fish. Meat. Some people separate meat and poultry. To me, it's meat.
We don't eat meat.
I don't eat meat or fish. I don't eat fish. I don't know about that. I don't say I'm a vegetarian generally because then it's this whole thing. You also hug trees.
Also, why doesn't the special ed teacher already know the language? That's a very good point. If there is a lot, my thought is that if you have 20 deaf and hard of hearing students, if you have 20 students whose primary language is Australian Sign Language, why do you not have at least one person on staff that speaks fluent Australian Sign Language?
That's a good point. And I'm a special ed teacher, so I was getting defensive, no, we don't. Wait, that's not. But I had one student. Okay, it was early childhood, and I learned it. I learned potty and spaghetti, and she didn't. But I don't know that
But
they
you
would know.
did learn some sign.
Yeah, but
even.
they wouldn't know enough to translate for an assembly.
But if you have 20 students,
Yes,
there,
I hear you.
and it sounds like this is maybe in an area that does have a larger deaf community. If there are 20 students,
Yeah. But we don't know. It might have been a fluke. This is the first year that maybe they bust them all to the same school, and this is a new teacher, and so there might be reasons. Like I said, I'm defensive of that because I'm the teacher. I'm a special ed teacher, and if you weren't hired to insult them, why don't you do that? Well, it wasn't part of the requirements. But yeah, and let me just say on this, your immature shit.
Oh, yeah.
This is just a side thing. I was in a pharmacy, and this family was waiting for vaccines, and it was just a flu vaccine. And these two little whippersnappers were there, and they were
Whippersnappers.
and they were having trouble waiting. It was a long wait. I mean, I was having trouble waiting. I was waiting for something else, and the parents were just they weren't doing anything to entertain the child. The child is. Let me just ask. Let me just say. I guessed their age, and then later I asked one of the staff, and they were 4 and 6 year olds. Okay? These two. It was a long wait. They had nothing to entertain them with, nothing to do. The parents were conversing. It was both parents, and then just the only time they would interact with the children was to tell them that they were misbehaving. And then at one point, this is where the dad says, "You need to act like an adult. Did you look around here and see how people are acting? You need to act like an adult." Now, perhaps the 6-year-old,
is the 6-year-old capable of acting like an adult?
I was like, "You need to act like a good parent."
Yes.
But anyway,
I think 6-year-old is actually like
capable. No.
Subpotaneous makes a good point. It's really hard to find special ed teachers to begin with.
Isn't it? Maybe I'll go back into the field.
But yeah, they should have an interpreter, period.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher telling OP that they're immature is so frustrating. Like, of course they're immature. They're a child.
Yeah. They're in school.
Yeah.
They're in school.
Oh my gosh. They haven't graduated yet.
And you are a teacher. You are the adult.
You're the one assisting.
You're the adult in the situation that is, to help them. Not just tell them what an asshole they are. Oh, people.
Okay.
Not that stuff.
All right.
I need to step out and be right back.
Okay. Quick little bio break. I heard somebody refer to it as that the other day. I think, actually, I saw it. I think it might have been Spackle, actually. This one's called, "Am I the asshole for asking my sister's boyfriend to open a jar, presuming he would fail?"
I know. But you're funny.
Yeah, like maybe you might be an asshole. Like, that does sound kind of like an asshole. Okay. I am a 19-year-old female. My boyfriend, 21, was meeting my family for the first time. It was the first time I brought a boy home. I was a lonely girl when I was in high school, and my sister, 21, always felt superior to me and let me know it. She has been dating this guy, 20 years old, for a year or so, and I don't have any problem with him. My boyfriend goes to the gym a lot and is super muscular and strong. My sister's boyfriend is more of an intellectual guy and looks really weak compared to my boyfriend. That's an actual quote. That is an actual quote. Really weak compared to my boyfriend. When we were all together with my parents, my sister started being mean to me as always. As always. Her sister. I never know how to react because I can get really angry, but I do feel something too strong. Then my parents act like it is all my fault. If I get really angry. Okay. There was a little typo in there, but it's... Yes. So I got an idea. I found a jar in the kitchen that was hard to open and asked my sister's boyfriend to try. He didn't want to, but I insisted. And after he failed, I make him keep trying for some time. This, as I expected, drew the attention from my parents, my boyfriend, and my sister.
Everybody.
Finally, he gave up, and my boyfriend opened it really easily. My father thought it was funny, but my mother and my sister realized what I had done, and they were upset. That you're being a sneaky little bitch. My boyfriend says that although he understands that my sister is bad, what I did to her boyfriend was not justified because he haven't done anything wrong.
Well, the boyfriend's
So
being
am I the asshole?
the boyfriend's being very mature and respectful.
I have my judgment. It's fucking petty as fuck, though.
No checking with mom.
I guess it is called Savage Mama Answer.
Oh.
Sorry, I guess I should reserve my
That's
judgment.
okay. You can put it up there because, well, we usually agree, which it surprised me through this whole encounter.
Buddy Morris is not the asshole. Make the man prove himself.
But the boyfriend has a point that if the guy's not done anything, it's the sis. Yeah. The sister.
Done anything?
Yeah. So, yeah. That is a good point. And I appreciate this boyfriend for pointing for.
Yeah, Sabatania said that they are the asshole. I mean, it could go either way. I'm being petty.
It's not like
Petty as fuck.
it's not like a huge, oh my gosh, it's a horrible thing.
Right, exactly.
It's semi, it's kind of funny.
It's just funny.
It's kind of funny. And, but it was it's an asshole move. You know it.
Like, why are you even asking?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's like I did an asshole thing. I did a small asshole thing.
Am I an asshole? Well, no, you're not an asshole,
No.
but you did an asshole thing.
But yeah, I don't know. Never had a sister. Don't know. I hear it's hell. And I never raised two daughters. I raised one daughter, so I didn't have sisters there. And my mom was an only. I don't know a lot about two sisters.
Yeah.
And my
I never did that.
sister-in-law is an only, and
Yeah.
I don't know. But now the one daughter-in-law has sisters, and I think it's a thing. It's difficulty.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. So,
But I think it's something you got to deal with.
yeah, deal with it and work something out with yours, or work something out, or embarrass your sister, not her boyfriend.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with Sabatanius on this. I wouldn't call him an asshole outright, but in this situation, that was an asshole move.
Right.
Yeah.
Agree. 100. 100.
All right.
Mhm.
On to the next.
Okay.
Oh, that seems a little rough. I don't know.
Ooh.
Am I the asshole for telling my significant other she's never worked hard?
I think so.
I feel like that one's going to be like too heavy. I don't want it.
Okay, yeah. I agree. Let's get something with kittens and puppies.
Matching names for future twins?
Yes. I ran into that.
Let's do it.
I ran into that a week or so ago. It was a mom and dad. It happens when adults have the same first name. Happens around here. I've heard of it. I mean, but so everybody in the family will have L names or P names or what. But I did ask somebody I know that it's Bob and Barbara, and I said, "Oh, did your family do that?" But Bob would be Robert. So no, it's just Bob and Barbara. The rest of them were not P's.
Buddy Morrison, make the sister open the jar.
Agree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sis, could you open this, please?
Am I the
You
asshole
can
for
do
refusing
everything
to do-
properly.
Right.
Sis.
I would love to get the sister's perspective of that story too. It's like the same story,
Oh, yeah.
minute for minute.
Yeah. My sister, the bitch,
Right?
jealous of my boyfriend's intellect because her boyfriend is a dumb bunny.
He's just a big old beefsteak with no
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah. She's so jealous of my boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
All her boyfriend's good for is opening jars. And we all know we could get a little thing to help us with that. Try getting something to break.
Simultaneous is in a Facebook group called Awful Names / Naming Convention, so they're ready for this.
Yay!
All right, am I the asshole for refusing to do matching names with my future twins? I'm a 33-year-old male, and I'm a future parent of 2 twin boys. Me and my wife have recently been deciding names for our twins, and my wife wants them to be matching. I said I don't like the idea. I have a twin sister who I match with everything with. Let's see, I have a twin sister who I matched everything with, and it got so annoying to me. She said,
and they're male, female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says it's cute. I told her for the sake of our kids, let's not do the matching name thing and only make them match on things that they both want.
Yep.
Example, matching Halloween costume.
If they want them.
If they want them. My wife disagrees, and my mother-in-law is saying that I should, but my sister is agreeing with me.
Because you two have been there and done that. This is another thing of people that have no information in something, telling the people that do have that information that they're wrong. For that knowledge or history.
Yeah.
This person knows it. Is that the end of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's brief.
I was hoping we'd hear what the names were. I mean, what would they be? Like
Timmy and Jimmy.
Oh. Yeah. No. You know, this stuck with me years ago. I have a brother that's 5 years older, and my mom was a chaperone, and I went along on that. And I was in the car with a twin. But only one twin.
Fabio, he means like Timmy and Jimmy, or like Bill and Jill was like the one I thought of where it'd be like boy and girl, or like Bob and Bill, or I'm trying to think of like
Gus and Russ.
Yeah, like it's like where it's like a set.
Yeah,
that's what they mean.
Yeah. And so anyway, I'm on this field trip, and one twin, and they were well known in the school that they were twins. I mean, they were uniforms, but other than that, they were dressed alike. And I was 5 years younger, so I'm talking to the twin, and they had these adorable coats, and they were matching coats. They were a little different shape, but they were matching coats. And I said something to the twin about a cute, and then she just starts like sharing to me, and I'm a little girl, you know. She's like, there might have even been a tear actually, and she's, it left an effect on me. And she's like, "Tell me, I don't like it. I don't like when my mom does it. I don't want to match my sister all the time." And she's divulging this to a little kid, and it really did leave it, because I thought it was cute as can be. I'm like, "Oh, how cute! You know, they look alike, they're just alike, and everything." And she's like, "No, I'm an individual person. I don't want to be dressed like my sister."
That's basically what Bunny Morrow was saying with her comment, where she says, people forgetting once again that twins are 2 people and not one.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like a set of twins is 2 people.
2 people.
2 separate people.
Yeah. Yeah.
They might have started as one zygote.
What?
Maybe, depending on what type of twins. But it doesn't matter. Even if they shared a womb, they're still 2 people.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people, well, when I was younger, I mean, they went through school. They were always together. If you split them up, that was like, ooh, that was a big thing. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, split those kids up. Don't put them in the same grade class, in the same room. No, the wife is an asshole because she's not. I wanted a name. My husband was a junior. And I wanted to name the kid after the third. And I dated a third. I thought third was cool. I didn't think the junior was cool. I thought the third was cool, like prestige. And I mentioned it, and the house was like, "No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that to that kid." He'd been there and done that.
Yeah.
So I respected that he had the history in that. I did it.
Yeah.
So like, okay.
He knows. He's been there.
Yeah.
He knows the pain of freaking being a junior, and he didn't want his kid to have that also.
Yeah. So the spouse should respect it. I think the spouse is an asshole.
So this one only has 600 votes from 8 hours ago, but it's an update, and I love updated ones.
Oh, there's a whole new post that then refers back to the other post.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the original post.
Okay.
You gotta like click over. This is from 3 months ago. Oh. This one does have over 2,000 comments on the original, and then 8 hours ago they updated it.
Oh, I like that. I like that it wasn't like an update from yesterday. It was an update from 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
So they're either saying y'all were right or y'all were wrong. Yeah. Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay. My 34-year-old female partner, 34-year-old male, of 15 years, been together since they were teenagers. 19, if I'm doing my math. Is blaming me for his ongoing depression because I play D&D online with headphones in.
Do I want to know what D&D is?
Dungeons and Dragons. I think you actually are familiar with the... Okay.
Yeah.
I have a cousin who was into that. Which might have been where some of my role-playing game tendencies came from. I don't know. Might have been printed on me as a small child.
Let's see.
It was so cool. I mean, they weren't action figures, but they were D&D figures. Like, he was really into D&D. Okay.
Wow. I think
They play, like, obviously they played, like, the tabletop version. This is the online version.
Okay.
I played D&D for years. One casual homebrew campaign and one recent Curse of Strahd campaign. Sorry, I'm trying to read through the... my partner always said he wants lots of kids, and last year our first was born. Yay!
Good job.
I stopped him,
but he doesn't say they want kids.
Well, my partner always said he wants lots of kids. Last year our first kid was born. I stopped playing until I wasn't breastfeeding anymore, and then attempted to return to the homebrew game one Saturday a fortnight. So, like, every other week.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm assuming that it's the online version because play D&D online with headphones in. Oh, so maybe they're playing, like, I don't know, maybe they're playing the tabletop version, but, like, with their friends online, or maybe they're playing an online version. I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. Really doesn't. Like, they're playing games online with their friends. That's really, like, I feel like the only important part here. While I was pregnant, he suddenly demanded to meet everyone I was playing with and see where we were playing. When I tried to return after giving birth, he resented me going to the game, would often try to delay me going, and would sometimes call and interrupt the game for minor issues.
Oh, boy.
I will say, like, my wife will, like, text me, like, while I'm playing video games and stuff. Like, she knows that there's, like, kind of a little bit of a code where she's like, emergency. Like, she will text in all caps if it is, like, literally I need to, like, stop what I'm doing and read this text. But, like, she will text me over minor things, and I told her that it's okay that she can't. Like, it's not, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit, like, it would be one thing. If she was, like, messaging me, like, emergency, the washing machine isn't working, or it's like something that wasn't an emergency, like, then I would maybe start to get a little bit upset. Yeah. Because I don't mind if she texts me, but, like, if she's, like, saying, hey, like, you need to stop playing because of this thing that's not really an emergency, I would get a little bit upset.
This person wants to meet everybody with it, or see something, or...
Yeah. See where they're playing. So, like, if they're maybe playing, like, live action, but they have, like, cameras on, I'm really not sure. It doesn't matter though. It really doesn't matter. Because, like, you don't need to see that. Okay. Let's see. When I tried interrupting for minor issues on the Saturdays, I did not play. I was in charge of the baby's care and bedtime while he had drinks and games with his friends. So he's allowed to go with his friends.
Turnabout's fair play.
Distracting was started after the baby was born and initially played in our home, but because it was impossible for me to concentrate on the game with the baby around, so we moved to playing at a different house. Okay, so they are playing in person. He was still seemed to me leaving on time and would call and interrupt the game, even if the baby was with a sitter. Yeah.
Oh my.
Dennis is throwing up red flags. Bunny Morrow was like, throw bin.
Yeah.
Bin.
Yeah.
In the bin.
The bin.
In the bin.
Yeah. When we moved, we didn't move the red flag.
Do you want me to go get it? No.
Got it for us.
Yes, Sabatania's got it. Sabatania's is on it. Okay, so this is all going on.
This was time for a red flag.
This was IRL gaming, and then with COVID, I've been playing online in a different room with my headphones in. That's okay. Circling back.
Okay.
Usually, I arrange for my grandparents to have baby because otherwise, I still find myself interrupted too much to focus on the game because we played for like 5 hours.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
okay.
I get it. I play for like probably a couple hours a night. We don't play for like big long sessions, but we'll play for like 2 or 3 hours. So like, I get it. It's like the time that you would like sit down and like watch a movie. You know?
Yeah. But there's a newborn, so.
Right, but she only does it once a fortnight.
I'm just saying that's why they've got grandparents.
Oh, yeah, that's why they have a sitter
That's
or
why
somebody.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why the spouse.
I need a puppy sitter.
I don't know why the spouse isn't.
But if there wasn't somebody to take, like, if wifey wasn't able to take Lizzie out, I would have to be like, yo, Simon was like, I need to take a break and let the dog out. You know what I mean? Like, it would have to be like,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we know how that is.
Gout. This man is gout. We're making Luxeria and Rolly references in the comments, and I love it, But yes, this man belongs in the bin. In the bin. 2 weeks ago, the game was canceled, but the group still chatted. I had headphones, and my partner kept trying to interrupt and ask me things, which splits my focus, and I get really annoyed. Afterwards, we talked about it, and he said that he doesn't like the headphones because it excludes. And it's making him chronically depressed. And that there's no point in him getting therapy for the depression if I'm going to keep on doing the thing that causes it, which is isolating myself and putting in headphones when I play D&D once a fortnight.
10 hours a month, and she's causing his problems 24/7.
Fabia, we do know, though. She said she plays once a fortnight with her friends, maximum 5 hours. So, like, 10 hours a month.
10 hours a month. And we don't know how much he plays. We don't know about his playing either.
We don't know if he plays at all, yeah.
He does something the other Saturday.
He goes out with his friends.
Oh, okay. Well, she doesn't know what they're doing. She's not there. Maybe he should wear a mic and so she can hear it to make sure he's not hitting up other women.
Put him in the bin. Take the bin to the dungeon and leave the bin in the dungeon.
And I seriously don't know what I'm waiting, but I'm just going to tell you what my question is. This started when she was pregnant. What's it bringing up in him? Because I don't think it's like he thinks she's cheating on him, because that's
true. Because
generally not the time to do it when you're 9 months pregs. And she's in the other room on headphones. I guess she could be flirtatious with that one, because the one was cutesy.
Cutesy on purpose. She's being cutesy on purpose.
We don't know that she's being cutesy on purpose at all. Because I'm just saying.
It's okay, Fabia.
I'm just saying, if she was being cutesy on purpose, I don't like it, but I understand it. this is not even, I don't think she's even being cutesy on accident because he
These are
started
people
this when she's pregnant. Is this like a parent thing he's got?
That's true. Like, these are her friends that she's been gaming with for years.
Mhm. So does he have that thing like, oh, you're a mom now, you have to stay at home and
Oh, ew. Yeah, in the bin.
I don't know.
Put the man in the bin.
You know, and you hear of that.
Yeah.
Where once they have a kid, it's like they're a mom.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know.
Buddy Morrow says he sounds like one of those guys who gets weirdly possessive once they knock someone up.
Yes, yes. Elvis was like that from what I hear.
Fabio says they probably deserve each other. I'm worried for the kid.
Yeah. Yes.
Fabio was so brutal. I love it.
We appreciate that.
My favorite thing about like Simos and Fabio's stream when they do, because they do the Formula One stream together.
Right.
If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. It's on Simos' channel. It's hilarious. And like Simos would be like, it'll be something that like the two of them both have decided that like they absolutely agree with or disagree with like whatever this team has done. And like Simos would be like, yeah, I don't really think that was like the smartest decision. And Fabio would be like, they're a bunch of fucking idiots. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. They're just like fucking idiots. They completely fucked everything up and it's completely stupid. And like Simos would be like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
You just crack my shit.
Fabio doesn't hold back.
No holds barred.
I found that out.
So, the following week I tried without headphones. But it was so hard for me to focus on the game.
Oh, poor dear.
Especially around him and the baby. And that I was brought to tears and we only played for 2 hours.
Aww.
But he was still unhappy about it. Oh, he was still unhappy about it.
Yes.
They only played for 2 hours.
And she didn't have headphones on. What the?
Oh, that sounds like really frustrating to try and play without headphones in too. If there's like other people in the house and stuff, and like just even other people in the house, let alone a baby. He says
I listen to audiobooks with the headphones on.
Oh my god, this next line.
Let me get a drink.
Yeah, fully swallow. He says that I need to, quote, adjust my standards about how I play. She's been playing for years.
Just my standard.
But I want to be able to focus and immerse properly in the game. Exactly, like that's the whole point of a role-playing game.
Standards.
So like, I'm going to play a fully immersive role-playing game, but not
standard.
Let it, like, not allow myself to fully immerse.
I think he adjusted. He needs...
Exactly my point, though, here. I've already changed the hours that I play and tried without headphones, but it doesn't work.
Mm-mm.
At the same time, he's been increasingly concerned about the IT security, so I currently can't use my laptop. He reset my iPad and phone multiple times, and he wants me to get a new phone number. What does he have going on? Does he have, like
the IT
debts to the mafia? Like, what the hell is going on?
The IT, so that no one online would know. But these are real
Like,
people she plays with.
The real people that she plays with, and, like, if they're...
What's he worried about IT
like,
security?
use a VPN. Like, just use a VPN.
But that's with you're playing with people that you don't know where else. These are like people that she used to meet with down the block.
I know, but I don't know if there's like been people added to the group that maybe they haven't met IRL, or like so-and-so's cousin came and played, or that sort of thing. I think
now he's worried about IT security.
Use a VPN, update your VPN, like...
he's gone mad once he's become a father.
Yeah, how many red flags are we up to at this point? Because this is a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, Buddy Morrow makes a really good point. They say, my gut is telling me this man is cheating and he's projecting. we do have an update. We do have an update. So the update looks really short. I did not read the update, but we only have 2 short paragraphs left of this, and then the
Funny,
update.
that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Because, yeah.
I've also, at his request, reduced my work hours so I'm more available for the baby. I mean, that's understandable, though, because you have a kid. Even though I had a full-time work and he is technically unemployed, but trading crypto. I mean, that seems like something that you should be able to do while you're caring for a baby, but I changed what I can change for him, but I don't want to give up D&D or play in a less engaged way because I really enjoy it so much and I lean on it for my mental health. I want him to get therapy, but have I been the asshole? Nope.
No, you've not.
No.
And the blaming her for his depression. Hello.
Hi, Spackle.
Hi, Spackle.
Spackle says, I'm on a break. Fuck Black Friday. Bunch of exclamation points. Oh, and also hi.
Hi. Yeah, I didn't do it. I wasn't into going to the store, but really 3 or 4 years in a row, I did the online.
There was an online deal that I was looking at this morning that I almost got.
I've not looked at any of it.
But I, for the most part, don't do Christmas. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy deserves to go in the bin.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what the update is.
I want to hear the update.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was just that part at the top. There are bullet points to the update, guys. There are bullet points to the update.
Good.
Whew, okay.
Good.
Hi, folks. I just wanted to offer you a little update since so many of you offered the perspective on reality to get myself and my kid into a better space.
Good. I'm glad she came on here. I'm glad she came on here
Oh,
to get
this
some
is
help.
making me happy. This
To
is
get
making
some
me
help.
really happy.
So this is good because people are like, oh, am I the asshole? It's like, no, sweet pea, you're not. You run for the hills. Run for the hills.
Fabio says, I knew he plays D&D and he trades crypto. They absolutely deserve each other. That's my case. She should give him a jar to open.
Oh, honey, I can't get this jar open.
Oh,
I'm such a weak little woman. He would love it.
he would love
He
it.
would love it. He would friggin' love it.
I would like to see Fabio play D&D Spackle. That would be pretty funny.
I just want to see Fabio open a jar. That's all I want to see.
I'd buy tickets to that.
Hear about this?
Oh, right. So, that was the first paragraph. Sorry. So, I gave my ex the ultimatum that either he and or we get therapy or we separate. And he chose no therapy because therapists always take one person's side.
Yes, they do. No,
Yeah, the right person.
and it's not going to be you.
The person who's right.
They don't. They don't always take somebody's side.
They do not.
And
Not
I-
what therapy is. If there's one person who's like obviously wrong in the situation, they're going to tell you that you're obviously wrong. And I feel like that is maybe the situation that he has been in the past.
Yeah.
Like, the therapist always tells me that I'm wrong.
To do that. A therapist often will say, there's your truth, there's that person's truth, and then there's the in-between. There's the actual truth.
I've
Not truth, but,
I've
you
heard
know.
that, but not from a therapist.
I've heard
And
it.
I've heard a therapist say that like that's kind of like an unhealthy like way to look at a situation. But
Well,
I think it depends on your situation. Also.
Yeah, yeah.
I really do.
yeah, absolutely.
That
and,
personally,
and this person is, yeah, one's right, one's wrong.
I think the therapist was saying that it's like if you can be like, okay, well that's my truth and that's my perspective on it, and I'm not gonna bother to like open myself up to another perspective because like this is my truth, and like you need to respect my truth, and it's like okay, but like maybe you need to like realize that your truth isn't the truth.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's it.
yeah,
Good.
I digress. Fabio says, play Spackle. I played Airsoft. That was way better. Nothing like shooting somebody in the face in the weekend to release the pressure.
Oh.
They do. They're making deals to pretend to murder each other if they ever hang out.
Could happen.
Sounds awesome. We should all hang out sometime. That would be a good time. Well, for me, maybe not. I might just annoy the hell out of you. Never mind.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know. Okay. So therapists always take one person's side.
Of course they do.
So I forced separation. He moved out 6 weeks ago. I've been in my new home for a month.
Ooh.
And it is like the fog has lifted. Life is basically better in every way. Oh my gosh, you guys were together for like 15 years too. Yeah. Since they were like 19 years old.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what did she know? She was 19. She was with him her adult life.
Her entire adult life. She's my age. A little bit younger than me. My age. And she was with him her entire adult life. She is going to be forced to deal with him for the rest of her remaining adult life because she has a kid with him. But like,
well, let me think 15 years ago where you were. I mean, as a mom, I'm trying to think. Wow. I mean, with the same person. And it's an unhealthy situation. Carry on, please.
Okay.
Wow. The fog is lifted.
Yeah.
She's too young to have 15 years of that shit.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The more time I spend away from him, the better I feel.
Oh, baby.
I feel bad that like, not that like the 15 years was wasted, but like, but I'm glad that she's out of it. I'm glad that
look at this forum. I mean,
that helped her change her life.
It's entertaining as hell, but it's also helpful. Very helpful. We've seen so many helpful things on this. I'm a fan now.
Hi, Ox. Bunny Morrow, that's a good point. Bunny Morrow says, honestly, though, if she never had kids, she might have never found out how it really was. Good point.
And sometimes I think a person, just a woman, I have to think that through, stops putting up with as much when they become a parent because they're like, wait a minute, I'm an adult. I'm obviously an adult now. I'm a parent. You know, before I put up with this or put up with this, it's like, no, I'm not putting up with this shit. I'm an adult. I'm in charge of a child. I'm not being treated properly.
Yeah.
And it kind of clicks sometimes. So yeah, that's to agree with Bunny.
On a really serious note, Fabio says, and I agree with this, I've never understood why you need a license to drive a car.
Yep.
And it's not required to have one to have a baby.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like in order to send you home from that hospital with a child, you need to pass some kind of test.
Something.
I agree.
Or you have to be required to take a class, maybe? I don't know.
And pass it. Or basic class.
Yeah.
Or you can test out.
Yeah. I know. Nobody wants more regulations, but
the more time I spend away from him, the better I feel. I'm back to almost full-time hours, which suits me well with a toddler.
Good.
I have significantly more freedom, and I am going to make our home beautiful for the two of us.
Aww.
Since the separation, some highlights of his behavior include,
oh boy,
not packing anything at all with almost a month's notice until the last 4 hours before he had to leave.
She gave him a month to get out. And then
he didn't pack anything until 4 hours before he had to leave. He had 4 weeks. He waited until he had 4 hours left.
This is the role model for her child.
This man is gout.
He is gout. Okay, so that was Okay, what else?
When he came,
I like his highlight.
when he came to visit our kid at my home, he already knew where I would be living. He wanted me to look up the closest train station, the bus route, and the directions for him instead of figuring out that 3-hour trip for himself. No.
I wouldn't look it up for him if he can't find his way there. So
I gave you my address.
Yeah.
You couldn't get here.
And then you take that to the court, because if the court says,
except for if she had like a lunch date planned with her girlfriends, and he was coming for a visitation to like take the kid for a few hours while she went and had.
would you trust her?
Well, we haven't seen any indication that he is not doing a good job of caring for the child.
He can't care for himself.
We haven't seen any indication one way or another. It's for I'm trying to give the guy at least the benefit of the doubt as far as the dad goes until I see the. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, if it's required that he has visitation, I wouldn't take this bus and then take 15 steps to north in a northerly route till you get to the train. No, if he can't, you gave him the address.
Like I said, if I was going out with my friends for lunch, I would be like, okay, like this is the closest bus that comes to the house. Like, figure it out, Yeah, he does sound like a man baby, Buddy Morrow.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel sorry for this lady.
Yeah, what was he thinking? On the last 4 hours, she'll pack for me if I wait.
If I wait 4 whole friggin' weeks.
Yeah, and if I can't find the route, she'll look it up for me because I'm unemployed. But she's gone too much, so she needs hours to take care of me. But then how are we going to pay the bills because I can't earn any money?
We don't know. He might be making money from trading crypto.
Maybe he is now.
So he walked into my home like he owned the place, lied down on the bed, pat the cat in the pantry, said he was gonna take my remaining tea because I don't drink it, and he does. I said no, it's for guests. And after our child was in bed, he offered to cook everyone, himself, myself, and 3 friends, serving as guardians dinner out of my freezer and still packed kitchen.
And what kitchen?
Like, she has packed the kitchen. And
what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
She has groceries.
Okay.
Her stocked kitchen.
Okay.
Her well-stocked kitchen.
Okay. So he's being the host of her stuff. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. Like, oh.
Come on.
It's my ex-girlfriend's place. Let me cook. Let me through her freezer and see what we can cook. Yeah.
Let's see what baby mama's got here.
Rustle up some grub.
That's why she's staying there with the adults. She's not going out with her girlfriends with this dude there. She knows. You gave him because you gave him too much credit.
Bullet point.
Let's hear it.
I found a journal of his while I was packing his things.
Yes. What a dumb shit. He keeps a journal and leaves it where she can find it. What a dumb shit.
I'm so ready for this paragraph. I'm so ready for it. I haven't read it all. I just saw some couple keywords. Turns out he did think that I was having an affair at D&D. His reasoning was that I was always happy after a game, and he noticed changes in my appearance and behavior, which, for the record, he had requested I do a few weeks earlier. It also turned out his version of enough sex in a day is 3 to 5 encounters in a day. So, like, she was having an emotional affair on him. Like D&D. And then he wasn't getting enough sex. And he was like, she's obviously having an affair on me. Otherwise, I would be getting sex 3 to 5 times a day. So much energy for people in their 30s. Yeah, I think she did kick him out, Bunny Mora. It's just like she's going down the list of like shit on the way out the door, you know?
So he would like to have 3 to 5 encounters a day.
Also in this journal, he paid a junkie down the street for a blowjob when I was pregnant. Oh, oh! He does seem to have felt bad about that.
Dear diary. Dear diary.
I feel bad.
I feel terrible. I paid.
I also don't like the term
Diane.
junkie, but
Diane.
I'm reading it.
The daytime hooker.
Don't use that term.
For a blowjob.
I knew it. Yes, Bunny.
I knew it.
Bunny knew it. Bunny fucking knew it.
Oh my gosh. This journal is it's gold. It's
At
gold.
various points in our conversation, he blamed me for trying too hard in the relationship.
But he told you everything you did wrong all the time, and you caused his depression.
She was having an emotional affair on him, so like she wasn't trying hard enough, but she was trying too hard. She wasn't trying hard enough, but she was trying too hard. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She was happier after she played, so that meant that she had sex?
That she had an emotional release.
An emotional release.
Oh. Don't do that around me.
Dungeons and Dragons. I'm trying to figure out what is such a thing about Dungeons
She
and
has
Dragons.
headphones on, but she's like in her room. She's like door locked and barricaded.
He was in a what do you call that? Those rooms they go in for safety. Like she's in a chamber, a soundproof chamber. And the one day she didn't even have the headphones on. Oh, this man.
Trying too hard in a relationship for misinterpreting his actions and words, even direct quotes. For not booking a therapist for him.
Oh,
and for not assuming the best of him anymore.
what?
You had 15 years to live up to the best that she assumed in you.
I feel like he refused to go to the therapist.
Yeah, he did.
Booked or unbooked. Because the therapist would always take her point. Take the other person's point.
Okay,
You're gonna defend this guy.
I'm gonna steel man his argument whether or not I agree with it. So like this is like I'm just want to be clear that I'm not saying that I agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm imagining myself in a situation where like perhaps my wife's mental health had gotten to a state where like she really did need to like book back with her therapist, where she's like, if she, like if she quit booking appointments and I know that she's like having issues and she really needs to go back to the therapist.
Okay.
I can see myself going through the initiative of like calling her therapist, booking an appointment and being like, babe, here's your appointment. You need to go. But that does not sound like that is the situation that was going on here.
That's the thing with a person that did therapy, then
right, exactly.
Like losing it and they need to get you back. No, this person's there. I'm not going to a therapist.
I also wish that man. Bunny Morris has a very unhappy day wherever he is. I wish him like a slightly unhappy like next 6 months. Like I hope.
It's harsh. I think he gets his shit together and he's happy.
I hope he gets his shit together and he's happy.
And
like maybe if like his sock falls down like in his shoe every day for like the next 6 months, that would maybe be putting the universe in order.
Fine with if he gets his shit together and he finds a woman and they're happy together and they're fine. Just so he's out of her life and she doesn't have to deal with his shit anymore. That's all we need.
Yeah. So I've talked about this before, where I kind of have like three levels with people. Like there's a very small group of people that is like, I like you and I want to be around you. A small group of people. It's a very small group of people. There's a much larger group of people that it's like, you're here, okay. I don't have the energy to hate people, but I do have a group of people that it's like, I hope you heal over there.
Yeah.
Like
way over there. Way over there.
Over there.
Way over there.
But I do hope you heal. Just like,
and here's the other selfish thing.
Around me.
Here's the other this is selfish. If he were to get his shit together, then he would be giving her less shit in the future. Because she does have to deal with him for 17 more years.
I get what you're saying. Bunny Morris says, I hope that he gets his shit together and is happy after 15 years of being unhappy.
To make up for the 15.
Like the punishment for the crime. I mean, I get it. I don't.
To each their own.
Yeah. I'm not going to judge anybody who has that. It's like the thing that like happened with our family recently where somebody in our family said a thing that I felt like was like way too far, but it was like stood where it came from.
That thing. Mm-hmm.
You know, that wasn't called for. But like I understand the sentiment.
That was kind of like the sign language one. We understand it.
I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I am just delighted that
The kiddo is doing great though.
Oh, do we know this?
This is the conclusion here. The kiddo is doing great though. She actually hasn't noticed his absence at all. He's having the best time at the new house. I'm also going to turn the dining room into a Dungeons and Dragons dining room.
Yeah.
Because I can.
Coolio. Yeah.
So thank you. I know a lot of you read these things just for entertainment, but seriously, thank you.
They're both. They're both. That's the thing.
I'm gonna copy this and like put it in the description. So if you guys do want to like go over there and like
That's the thing.
send your
Yeah.
warm positive thought.
I would love to do that. Yes. No, as I said, I thought it was just entertainment, but it is not.
It's it's
more than that.
So that's
It's providing a service.
that just like touched the little cockles of my heart.
Yeah, did it warm your old hard heart a little bit? A little bit.
It's weird.
Cold heart.
Should we cook something?
Hardened. Hard, dead heart.
Now that we feel all warm on the inside, should we cook something?
Then we should cook some warm food. Let's do it.
I mean, I was gonna toast it.
Let's do it. Make it warm.
I don't have either the toaster or the toaster oven in here today, but B did tell us, who was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, it doesn't matter. He was like, you gotta do it toasted. And I was like, I think we're gonna do it toasted, even though you didn't necessarily like the toasted with the
No, it's gonna be toasted.
Okay.
It's gonna be toasted, B.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
I like toasted. I just have my own way of doing it. Making a little noise here.
It's okay. It's not that bad.
Toast, please.
Okay. And I'm just gonna stick these in. I'm gonna stick them in Steve, the toaster oven. Toasty Steve. I don't know. Name.
What about toast? Why toaster oven? Why not toaster?
Because Toasty Steve's right here. The last week.
Does that mean that only one side's gonna be toasted?
No.
Never had one. I don't know. Okay, I was gifted one, but I never used it. I never took it out of the box. You're wrong. Okay, so she's going
We've
to.
discussed it a couple times, but that's okay. We can discuss it again.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
So
I get forgetful.
one of the awesome things about the toaster oven is that you have like multiple options. I was talking to somebody the other day about doing
It's a little hard, so I'm
used her
maybe I should write that. Everything is
about doing Thanksgiving stuffing in a toaster oven, and they're like, "How do the cool thing, I have the Toasty. Toasty's right over there.
Okay.
But the cool thing about the toaster oven is that you can like bake things in it, like things that have baking instructions.
She gets a commission on every single toaster oven that's sold.
Wish.
I'm just saying.
I fucking wish.
Could you grab that other peanut butter? Because I feel for this purpose, the other one would be better.
We've got some crunchy peanut butter too, if you want to.
No, I think that would not do what I want it to do. For those who don't know, if you use the natural, and she and I both pour the oil out of it, but this is very dense. Thank you.
I feel like you were talking about the natural peanut butter, and like
while you were gone, we did. Yes.
I just want to be clear that like natural doesn't mean jack shit. I just get peanut butter that doesn't have extra sugar in it.
Okay. This peanut butter is just peanuts and salt.
That's it. That's all that's in there.
Peanuts and salt. I prefer it from the health food store where they put it in there themselves, or you put it in there and grind it up, and that even with no salt. I'm supposed to read something.
It's fine.
Toasty's fine in another room.
Fine.
Fine. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna put. See, Mama and I discussed this, and we decided against it. I do have an extra, like a printer stand that like clamps on to a desk. I have an extra one, and so I was gonna like clamp it onto the table here and put Toasty like.
So yeah,
like here with us.
Everyone could see that Toasty was fine. Maybe that is the best.
I think we might have to do it for next.
Toasty's fine. Okay, I need to see the piece of bread before I prepare the banana because I want the sizing to match. Okay, thank you.
Thank Toasty.
Thanks, Toasty. Toasty Steve.
That's his full name. Toasty for short.
That's in trouble. Toasty Steve. Toasty Steve.
Oh my gosh.
Then the full name comes out.
I keep thinking about this video that we watched yesterday.
Okay.
That okay, so you know how it's like 2021 and everything is like online now.
Okay.
And like, you know, all kinds of stuff they're doing it over Zoom these days, right?
Oh, they are.
And some of you guys saw this last night. Spackle sent me this video and I was like, what am I watching?
What had happened? What were they doing? Something?
Well,
they were doing something on Zoom that
because apparently, you know, like our like spiritual needs and stuff had not ceased and maybe there's even more demons that need to be battled.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Was it an exorcism over Zoom?
It was. It's on Discord, I think.
That's scary. Yeah. Wow.
I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my god.
What's that?
And that's, well, so now I keep thinking about the one guy who was like yelling, like, everybody pray now! He was holding their hands up to the camera.
Mine's a little peanut buttery.
You got a little peanut butter in your shirt. Oh, I forgot the paper towel.
And the rainy I DIY'd. No, I DIY'd. But this is going to help me if I can see it. Book the train and the plane and the bus.
No, I didn't. It's still on there a little bit, but I got most of it.
Thanks. Okay. So
Sorry.
Appreciate that. Wow. Exorcism.
Do you think demons? Do we need a record?
But so he's yelling it.
Well, he's like yelling to the demon to like get out and everything. And then I think it was interesting. Simon was pointing it out that like his tone. It's like he forgets who he's. the subject that he's talking to changes, but his tone of voice doesn't change.
So he's talking to a demon.
And he's like, get out! I command thee, get out!
Okay.
Everybody pray now!
Oh, okay. You know,
Okay. Maybe those were the demons that you were sensing, buddy. The ones that just came out of me there.
I'm just making a mess. Mama making a mess.
This looks really good. It's a lot of
Everything.
like
a lot of everything.
there's
Okay, it's crooked. So
there's a lot of banana on
on
there.
this half.
There's almost an entire banana besides this.
Yep. Yep. There is. And there's peanut butter, lots of peanut butter, and it's just amazing. Okay.
We should figure out the nutrition information on this.
Didn't you say that other one was a snack?
Yeah.
This is a meal.
Yeah.
This is a meal. This is not a little snacky toasted butter thing. I put butter and then.
Bee told us that we should put butter on this, but like you just went.
No,
Mama was like, I got this.
no,
Bee
because
and I both agree that it means butter, but
no, because it's all healthy stuff. Well, the bread.
ooh, okay.
It's all healthy stuff. The peanut butter is healthy. It's because it's just peanuts and salt. As long as we're not allergic to it, it's good. The banana's healthy, and the bread is we don't know. It's the bread. This is.
I feel like you always cut it like a 12-year-old.
Well, I was gonna cut it diagonally to be cuter, but the bananas went this way, so I had to.
You just cut it with the bananas. It's all
I
good.
cut it in the with the grain. I went with the grain. Oh, come on! This looks
Oh, look at
delicious.
that.
Let's just
This is
see. I
hot.
just see people. Who wouldn't? This is a good sandwich. You can tell from seeing it before you, and it smells delicious too.
It does smell really good. If you guys were here to smell it.
Flip on the smell-o-vision.
It tastes like my childhood.
Did I make it? Like a big blur.
I think it needs butter.
I think somebody's a smart ass.
I think it needs butter.
Smart ass. See, maybe it's more peanut butter, you're saying.
You got a small banana side. I got a big banana side.
That's because our peanut butter is a little on the dry side. Because we both take the oil out of it. I take the oil.
Yours is so much oilier than mine, though.
That one was.
Please do swipe up for smell-o-vision if you got that feature on here.
This is delicious.
It just needs a little butter. There's a little bit of butter.
Mine could use a little more banana. My point is, I cut it crooked.
Yeah.
My point is, I think you got too much and I don't have enough.
Yep.
I'm taking responsibility for that.
I'll give it to you if you want.
I messed up a little bit.
Bunny Morrow's cat expelled her demons.
Oh!
She's a little bit gassy, apparently.
Ooh. I'm going to try the part with the bigger banana. And yes, I'm cutting it. Mocks me for this every time. Because I only want to eat off that part. Those are.
That one's mine.
It's your bread. Mmm. Mm-hmm.
More banana is good.
Mm-hmm.
And first, like a little bit of butter.
I probably should put the whole banana in there. Even that. Buy that.
Yeah,
Put that on the freezer.
I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And that gives you some moisture.
it does. Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of, my cup is.
And seriously, you're talking butter. But really, both of ours.
butter.
Hers is drier than mine, but we both have a habit of pouring some to all of the oil out of the peanut butter, and then it gets dry. And then now we're complaining that the peanut butter's dry and we want to add butter. Well,
No, I don't want moisture. I want additional creaminess, which is what the butter will provide. It's not moisture, it's not oil, it's creaminess. We have a difference of opinion. It's okay.
I mean, that sounds great, but when we did it, the butter went right into the bread. So how's that?
Yes, exactly. And then the peanut butter also like absorbs itself right into the bread. The peanut oil will not absorb into the bread.
This is absorbed into the bread.
No, it's forced into the pores of the bread. Like,
get in there.
It's like blood in a dialysis machine.
Get in there.
We learned about that yesterday.
With the blunt instrument, it was forced down.
Uh-huh.
This is good because you can spread and cut with the same instrument.
You bought that from somebody trying to sell a pyramid scheme. We're not going to talk about
it. There's different brands.
I know what brand that is. And you definitely bought that from a pyramid.
I'm not saying I didn't. I'm just saying I'm not pushing this pyramid. I'm saying she's not wrong. Okay, she's not wrong. I just don't want to admit she's right.
We don't support pyramid schemes on this channel. But on a positive note, we do have new merch that just came out like a month ago with our Cutesy on Purpose hats. I think I already talked about it. I did change the listing on the Cutesy on Purpose hats because originally I was going to do the all cotton ones. They were like $22, and I was like, $22 is just like too much for a hat. So I did change them to a nylon hat, but they're still embroidered because I really wanted the embroidered hats.
Mm-hmm.
So we are doing a limited edition on the beanies. That is the Cutesy on Purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also Cutesy on Purpose shirts, but like the beanies, I just think are cool.
They're all cute. And anyone that doesn't remember, that was the
gamer girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it was the boyfriend that did the post.
Yes.
It might have been this chick's boyfriend.
Oh, that'd be funny.
It was basically this chick's boyfriend. And we were like,
yes, you're right.
And we were like, dude, you're an asshole. And his main complaint was that like she was like being like flirty and quote unquote cutesy on purpose.
Because she was gaming. But she could only do it if he was on headset. That was the rule. And she had to be on headset. And
he had to be in the Discord, like whatever chat room with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he not just no headphones. He had to be in the game, I guess.
I think it was on Discord.
Okay.
So like
that means, but okay.
Like on Discord. So this is here. I'm just gonna show her on my computer real quick. This is Discord, and it's like kind of like a chat game bobber, but like with any of these, almost like Messenger, where I can like pull up, where I can listen to them and talk to them on Messenger, but it can be like a group.
Okay.
So it's like a separate, like maybe voice only Zoom meeting that's happening, usually about the game.
Oh,
so that way, if somebody's game crashes or something like that, they're not like booted out.
Okay, thank you. So he had to be on that.
He had to be in the Discord room listening to everybody that was talking to her.
Yeah, he was intense.
He was a douchebag.
He was a douchebag. And then he went on about it, and then worst of all, he could hear her, and she was being cutesy on purpose. Purposefully cutesy.
Yep.
You know, sometimes you just happen to be cutesy. It happens.
You weren't even.
I'm like, you know, the only one that sees it. I'm like, damn, that was cute. It just worked out. But when you do it on purpose, you gotta. And you know, as women, we need to know. We need to know that this power that we have, and we need to
control it.
We need to control it and contain it.
Exactly.
We don't just.
We need to wield it with responsibility.
Yeah.
Use your powers for good and not evil.
Yeah. And she was not being responsible with her cutesy powers, and she was purposefully putting it out there. Just cutesy on purpose. She should have only been cutesy around him.
Right. If it was on purpose. If it was on accident, sometimes it flares up and
I don't know if he would. I don't think he would have allowed that either.
If it's not an accident, I think it would be okay. That's why he specifically said just being cutesy on purpose. If it was on accident, okay.
But don't you think this guy couldn't have been a bigger douchebag? It's gonna be because yeah. So she's gonna be cutesy, and it's just gonna accidentally come out. Happens, and he's gonna say it was on purpose. He's gonna say she was cutesy on purpose, and she's like, "I'm cute, I'm cutesy." It happened.
Bunny Morrow's going to be extra cutesy on purpose now.
Thank you, Bunny.
Love it.
I know.
Love it.
Oh, it changed my life.
Guys,
Like
am I the asshole? Change his life.
Change his life.
We're changing lives. Or we're witnessing lives being changed.
Bunny is now upping her cutesy on purpose game. I've upped mine.
And this chick left her freaking, not this chick, but the other
Yeah.
chick, like left her. I'm going to put it in the description.
Oh, yeah. There's good stuff happening.
Whoa! I'm so sorry. That was so loud. Oh.
And struggling.
It's a new thing and I can't hold on to it yet.
Wowzers.
Well, we've got like an hour and 15 minutes left.
Okay.
Do we want to try and play Oregon Trail?
Okay, I'm fine with that, but here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get going.
You're right. And then I'm going to be sad.
And then she'll be done.
It just needs a little bit.
When you put the butter on now, it just had to be when it was warm.
It has to like break the it has to be the barrier between the peanut butter and the bread. It needs to
She
be
gets so scientific.
bread, bread, butter, peanut butter.
Mm.
You threw me off with calling me scientific.
She gets so scientific.
I don't though.
As I say, you would add it now.
No, we can't. It's already been broached. Breached.
Breached.
On the trail, we are.
This is a delicious thing.
I can start the trail here. It only takes a second.
Okay.
See the trail? No, it's not there yet.
No.
But here, we do this.
Mm.
Okay. We do this.
Okay.
It should make it full screen. Do we know how to make it full screen? Oh, we can do that.
Oh, I have a surprise.
Oh, that's right. Mama brought a surprise today, guys. Oh, here we go.
Because holy God, talk about startling.
Do you not remember that?
Did everyone else know that was going to happen?
Don't you remember?
No.
Oh, here, I gotta take off our tech.
Mama, don't remember that.
Okay.
But we did learn that the geese weigh a lot more than the bunny.
That's true. That's weird. So, quick start. We do not have time.
I have no time for that. Wait, this one.
1857.
Okay.
A Wainwright. What's a Wainwright? I did find in this book there's a lot of educational material in this book, like along with like
I think I left my notes in a different.
game material.
I didn't bring my notes.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna die now.
We're gonna die before we're out of the box. Yeah, my. Yeah.
Now I did
Remind me
find
that because I had my list of things to bring, but
Did you see the like where the landmarks along the trail?
yeah, that's where I got lost.
Okay,
The
but like
landmarks
last time you
and I
had-
got lost.
but like there's also this, which is just the
The actual trail.
yeah.
That I got the two confused. That's why I remember I was going to put little tabs on the pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no tabs on it.
Okay, so with tabs on pages, this is like a to-do list, a supply list,
There's the occupation.
a start list. There's a certain time that we want to go early because it's going to get cold when we get there. And there's a certain year that everybody died of
Cholera.
Yeah, we don't want to go.
Everyone gets cholera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you go during that time, you're screwed.
Bunny Morris said, just don't forget the salt.
Thank you, Bunny. Thank you, Bunny. You're right.
Figured out it's about 100 pounds of salt.
Yeah, 120 was a little much.
A little much.
100 pounds of salt. I'm putting on the supply list. First thing, 100 pounds salt.
Now, is this? I want occupations. Here we go.
Partial list. This would be good. Is there a
Wainwright.
what's a Wainwright?
It is a word commonly used for a wagon maker. Wainwright started out with 1,700 and blacksmithing skills, which means that you're less likely to be stalled by broken wagon parts.
Yeah.
And when breaks do occur, they will have a very good chance of repair. Which, as a banker, I do notice that, like, whenever I play as a banker, I don't fucking fix anything. Like, it's just like, whatever, get it out of the fucking.
Pay for more.
Yeah.
You know, this was my if anybody on here my age, I don't know if anybody's left on here my age, cars used to break down just like they would need adjustments all the time. It wouldn't break down. It'd be like, oh, the timing's a little off, or this or that or that. And now they're either run or they don't run. Back then you had to be tinkered with.
You know, I heard this story about, I believe it was the Queen of England in Africa. She, like, went on safari.
Oh boy, did she?
And, like, the car kept breaking down, and she was like, you bunch of idiots. And fixed the car.
Good job. Good job. I'm not
She's
sure.
there with, like, 3 dudes, and she's just like,
Born in the wrong time.
goddamn Queen of England. It's like,
Damn it. Train the dogs, fix the cars, do it all. It's good luck straightening those grandkids out. Oh, that's kid. Oh,
that one kid. Oh my god.
that woman. Ugh.
Sorry, we have an international audience. We probably shouldn't say too much.
You're right. I don't know what the hell we're talking about.
we only know a small morsel of what we were talking about.
I know nothing. But
That one kid does seem like a shithead, though. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I don't know for a fact that he is, but like,
yeah.
just because shit hasn't been proven in the court of law doesn't mean I don't believe it's true, though.
That is you're correct as usual. So that being the Wainwright, that was.
Do we want to be a Wainwright? That is the question. Is it yes or no? We can change it, or we can hit the trail.
Be a Wainwright then.
Okay.
Seems like a good thing to be.
We're leaving in April.
April's good, I think. Or, yeah.
And 1857 hopefully is not the year that we all die of cholera, because I am going to click hit the trail. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're in St. Joseph.
The banker only has 300 more than the Wainwright. I think the Wainwright's going to make up for that 300 quick by his
Quick thinker.
trail knowledge, his practical knowledge.
We are going to town, though.
Now, pharmacist, that okay, fine. He's got ideas there.
So this is St. John Moe, right?
Did you know a pharmacist also has botany knowledge? I did not know that.
Maybe you won't die from collecting vegetables.
It increases their chance of finding fresh fruit and vegetables. Oh, did you see this? Their final score multiplied?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? This is now.
Have you ever seen the, no, I know you've seen the final score sheet. I've only seen it once recently. No, I played this game a couple of times and won recently, but not easy. I die most of the time.
Their score is multiplied. What is that? Now I'm confused. First I thought it meant that they had that much better chance of making it.
No, it just means that your score at the end. If you're like trying to play for high score.
No, we just want to get there.
Yeah.
We just want to get there alive. Well, that's the only way you would. Well, unless they bring you. But no, you gotta, once they're dead, you gotta drop them. And even that was a
Can I get a mule? Just one?
Yeah, get a mule. I thought we were on the trail.
But we don't have any mules. I'm
Okay.
just grabbing
Get
stuff
some
before
mules.
we go.
Get some mules.
Couple bridles.
Yes, bridles, that'll help. Wagon parts, we need wagon parts.
We got one spare yoke. We don't need that many for a Wainwright.
How do we, if there's something about speaking Spanish, how do we get these skills?
I don't think we can. I think it's just educational material.
It just happens if you have it. Oh, you can buy others using 120 skill points allotted at the start of the game.
What?
You know nothing
There's
about this.
skill points?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Where are the skill points? I've been playing this game for so long. I have no idea what skill points they're talking about.
Agree. There's no way to buy all available skills, and you don't have to buy any if you don't want to. Because we have no idea. Because unused skill points are applied to your final score at the end of the successful game.
Oh, well, then.
That's our problem. Still owning a skill may mean the difference between finishing your journey or dying on the trail.
Well, how do I buy the freaking skill?
No. And how many? We've got 120 skill points to start. Okay. Oh, let's get the 50. Oh, okay. Doctors and pharmacists already have the medical skills, but for 50, we can buy those. I would say we need those. They're not going to help with rabies because it's incurable no matter what medical knowledge you have.
I feel like that was pretty. Like, yeah.
And you still have to make good decisions. A person without medical skill who makes a good decision will do better than a person with medical skills who makes a bad decision. Yeah, found that out.
When we had a shit doctor.
The other thing. Get those tests. That was in the part that we had a restart. We did a restart.
Get your medical test. Learn from Amber Lynn.
Get medical tests. Get those done.
Get your hoo-ha looked at.
And get the mammogram.
And get your mammogram. Like, even if it, like, nobody enjoys it. Nobody enjoys it. But like,
speak for yourself.
That was more information than I wanted to know about my mother.
This is the second time now. Just don't.
Bunny Mara said, I think if we all just have positive vibes, we'll be fine. Positive vibes cure self-inflicted gunshot wounds, right?
Okay, I'm not getting away without the salt, but you're not getting away with shooting yourself in the foot 4 friggin' times. Persons shoot themselves that many times.
How many times have I broken my leg in DayZ?
No idea.
But got to the point where Simos doesn't even dismantle the splint anymore. He's like, we'll just save that.
Oof. Ooh. Okay.
It helped last night when he broke his leg.
Most broke his leg.
Yeah, and I still don't know how.
Wait, babe.
Okay, but we are in the studio.
Okay. Well, where do we buy skills?
I still don't know where the fuck we buy skills. I don't think that we can fucking buy skills. I think that it's
Oregon Trail too, and that's Oregon Trail too. So
yeah, this is the book for that.
So where do we get these? You.
I don't know. Should I ask for help?
If you need help, here I am.
Here, should I help?
No. There's no way. In addition, receive.
We are just playing a ROM though, so it's not like the actual original game. It's like somebody like me.
Well,
I mean,
we might have to Google this shit.
okay.
The Spanish skill is helpful, especially before 1846.
We're not before 1846.
If only you could understand what they're saying. You can speak Spanish, you can. If in real life you happen to be fluent in Spanish, you won't need to purchase the skill, will you?
Are they going to talk to us in Spanish?
What if
Hablo un poco español.
Oh,
También tengo Google Translate.
Oh, there's cooking skills. In it. Hey,
We don't have them in real life.
we can buy them for 20. They're only 20 points, and they make better use of their food supply. They are less likely to experience food poisoning, and they get a regular boost to wagon train morale. That seems like a good one to get. Oh, musical skill. You know my thoughts on this?
You know what they don't have here?
Harmonicas, flute, rope, chain.
I mean, you're adding things to my list.
Extra,
but yes.
extra wagon supplies, hats, gloves, medicines,
It's your favorite thing now.
salt.
I haven't found any salt.
Bonnie, what are we gonna do?
Oh, okay.
Bonnie, help me. We need salt. We need salt.
Oh, and we have banjos here, so I bet there's a flute.
Yes, I don't want a banjo. Like,
Is that like so like?
hey, you have a flute and a banjo break. You don't forget it. It's sad.
Canteens. Should we grab some canteens?
Oh my god. Oh my
We're
god.
gonna get like 6 of them.
Oh. The flashbacks. The thirst.
We didn't even die of starvation. Do you remember what we ended up dying of? After all of that, we starved in the desert without water for days. Had to kill 2 oxen for food.
God, I missed that point. She didn't tell me that. Oh.
We could harvest the children for salt, yes, if this doesn't work.
You did.
Okay, playing card?
Yes, please.
I just wanted one. My dexterity kind of sucks today.
Mm.
Okay. You roll with it.
Roll with it.
A flute! I can get a flute!
These two. Now she can get harmonica.
I want both.
I wonder if it increases our morale, or if it's just one.
I don't know, but it's like it's less than $1 for a flute, and it's $1 for a harmonica, and we need hats too, right?
Yes.
Let's get some hats. And a hunting knife.
We have. Yes.
Oh, did you see pickaxe? I guess we haven't gotten to the pickaxe.
What was that? That was for getting through the trail. And the ropes or chains were going down.
Do we need a mirror?
No.
You can look at yourself when we get to Oregon.
Exactly. In fact, that might decrease morale if we have a mirror.
Right?
I don't want to know what you look like. You can, without a mirror, you can just imagine everybody else looks like shit, and you still look like you used to.
When we went to,
With a mirror, you know you look like shit too.
you know who that made me think of? It's when we went to Egypt, and by like the end of the second week, I just started taking pictures of people with like sweat rings. We had all of these pictures of like the monument, and, like all the stuff that everybody sees, right? But like the one thing that was like so just like constantly on your mind that was like different than all of the videos and all of the pictures and everything that you see is just this like constant oppressive heat.
Oppressive, yeah.
Like even in the air conditioning, it was never like cool.
But before everyone thinks we're really wussies, it was extremely, even the guides said it was an unusually hot time.
But we were there in the winter.
there were several things that they cut off of the itinerary because of the heat.
Because they could usually do them during the wintertime, but like they couldn't because I think that it was because of people in our group were not able to do it because of the heat. Because we had some older people in our
There was that really fit physician that just passed out. There were some fit people that passed out. You passed out. There were fit people that were passing out left and right.
Also, they refused to give me food without me.
The doctor gave him a talking to after that one. You were the first person to pass out. And then they got a talking to. The doctor says, "You've got to feed these people." You've got to feed these people. But they just, there was a timing. And then we just kept getting postponed.
Well, and I think that was part of like why things got cut off the itinerary was it's like, oh, okay, you can go do that at 7 o'clock in the morning. But if it gets pushed back to like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, it's 120 degrees out there. Like you can go out there at 7 o'clock in the morning,
But not.
and tough it out at 100 degrees.
You guys remember they got to where they would give us the spiel, like in the,
Yeah,
and then they say, okay, now
try
your luck out there.
But they don't give tours during the summertime.
Mm.
Like they don't.
Oh, okay.
It's like literally it's too hot for anybody during the summertime. And that was part of their schedule is that they get used to like doing that where it's like, okay, on the bus, which I mean in France. It's just like,
Well, I'm just remembering that when we saw that first hospital in ever, that was amazing. That was
cool.
amazing. We were very fortunate to be able to do that. But
that in Hathor, is that right?
No. But that was usually given as you walked around the different things. Because he said we're not doing it because of that. So that was on the boat.
And that was the one that we were late for.
Oh.
Like I specifically remember we were late for that one.
You see what a good memory gets you? And it was shit. You're like, oh,
fucking hot as shit. Like it was fucking hot as Hades balls. It was hot. It was so hot. And like I literally started taking pictures of people with like wet rings.
That was a horrible.
Like because I wanted to like explain to people when we got back like what the trip was like. And it's like
It was hot.
fucking hot. And it was like I'm a little like claustrophobic, but like do you want to go down into this tomb that's like this very narrow cavern that goes deep, 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 deep into the ground?
Was it cool? Yeah. Let's go.
Claustrophobia might have gotten worse on that trip
Yes,
because
please.
I forced myself to go down into those tubes all the time. It was so blazing hot.
Down in the catacombs with me. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so hot. It was so hot. Okay, pickaxe.
You have a better chance of clearing fallen timbers.
Pickles.
Yeah, pickles were good because
I like pickles.
they're a tasty treat. And
I didn't see any ghosts while we were there. I'm trying to think.
they keep longer than fresh or even dried fruits and vegetables. And they prevent scurvy.
I did see ghosts. It was okay. There was like a weird ghostly situation that maybe happened in France.
Mm.
That was weird.
Well, it's not there, so I don't know. Matches.
But also, I feel like in ancient Egypt, like the ghosts are like they've been there for a while. Like they're done settled. Like if they're
not gonna.
if they're gonna haunt somebody, they've already like picked the person that they're gonna haunt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not concerned about me. And if they're like concerned about like, oh, there's people walking on like my sacred ground.
Oh, that's been there and done that.
There's been 3 million of those people already.
Yeah.
Like, why you gonna pick me?
Yeah.
You know?
Good point.
That's kind of how I feel about it. I never really got any creepy vibes. I only just got like claustrophobia vibes. Was really because, like I said, it was like these deep, long, sloping caverns that go down so far that you can't see the bottom.
That's true.
And like the sunlight from the top dips away before you reach the bottom.
That's true.
That was like a really kind of a creepy thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that would have made it more creepy is if there was water at the bottom.
Mm. Did you know that you could buy long underwear?
I did buy long underwear 3 frames ago. No, something like that. I did buy long underwear. I am looking for rope
Mm-hmm. You will want that.
and salt. Here we go. Here's
Yay!
the salt. Yeah. 100 pounds.
please. Thank you. Laudanum.
Nope, we didn't get it. We're moving on.
Did you get anything to heat water in? Kettle, pot, anything like that?
I got the kit, which I feel like comes with a basic.
Okay.
Now I am going to get 2 water kegs.
Mm.
And I did not see. Okay, here we go. We got to get another little wagon. Just a little baby one.
I guess the price varies by year.
Yep.
Because as I said, we couldn't mark the price, but I know it varies along the trail. You get the price change.
Not that much early on.
In the earlier years?
Mm-hmm.
Really? So they figured that out later. So we can,
I guess. I don't know.
We can
But I
charge
know
ballpark
that.
prices here.
I noticed that.
Where ballpark prices originated.
Yes. I noticed that one time, and it was like, this is the same price.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We need to go. Let's talk to the clothier. We need boots. These boots are made for walking.
Did you know a rabbit is 4 pounds and this is maximum, but a squirrel is maximum 1 pound? I mean, when you see them, you don't really think. I didn't think that.
They're always hard to get too.
No, squirrels don't do it.
Should we get coats?
I think we should.
Because last time we almost froze.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a goose is more than 3 times the weight of a duck.
Oh God, you have to figure out on the fly whether they're geese or ducks.
Yeah, they look very familiar. They're similar.
Question: would you smooch a ghost? Need the answer for science? Probably, yeah. So long as they weren't like requiring any commitment.
Yes, I would. Who's asking?
Bunny?
I thought it was Bunny, and then I was like, "Just a Fabio question."
Fabio does get the weird question.
He does. And then I didn't know the thing is you're supposed to answer quick. I didn't know that.
Answer quickly either.
I drove him up the friggin' wall. Oy vey, she takes forever with it. I answered the ghost one quick. Yes.
Yes. What else do you have here besides clothing? Ooh, some muslin cloth. Let's do
We
that.
found out that's good. Find that out.
Get more than that though, because no. Okay.
You want to know
More
how to
freeze.
tell a goose from a duck?
Nope.
You want to know when she's got her stuff
Okay.
one day?
Exactly. That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Those look the same.
It's the wings.
You realize that the wings move, right?
I don't think so.
It flies across.
Really? Crap, they look the same. They absolutely look the same. I'm never the one that hunts. I don't want to kill an animal. I do want to.
They're pixels.
I do want to scare squirrels off my deck.
That's a
my
good
balcony.
point. You're the only one who does IRL hunting.
It's a BB gun.
Is it? I thought it was 22.
What?
Oh, no. It's the pump action.
It's a BB gun.
There's the guy that I buried.
Oh, yeah, how you doing? You feeling all right?
Look, he's hanging out. He found himself a nice little spot next to this dude.
He's hanging out. He's tired.
He's kind of annoying. He's always playing the fucking guitar. Like, you guys have met people like him that it's just like, oh my God, like, dude, why are you always playing
doing
the
that?
guitar?
And why are you always just man spreading? Sometimes he's standing.
I feel like in the 21st century, he was replaced by ukulele guy, which like is kind of putting myself down because I do play ukulele. But like, same fucking difference. You know that guy who just like always fucking plays the ukulele, and you're like, dude, I'm like trying to like have a conversation right now. Like, why are you fucking playing the ukulele?
Here's the thing: isn't he sometimes on the trail just standing?
I mean,
He's just annoying. His face, he's just like an annoying fella.
he's in here.
I don't know why. What is it about? Because I would think it's the way he's sitting there, like you said, playing the damn guitar in the middle of the. Why? Why, sir? Are you playing the guitar right there? There's no frigging point to what you're doing, sir. Why? That's annoying. But
Oh, he's not in here. Okay.
and manspreading. Okay, I don't need to sit next to you, but still, okay.
Some of them are in here, but Guitar Dude is not in here.
I feel like he's also on the trail, and he's just annoying.
I don't see him.
But we've seen him, right?
I feel like I've just seen him in towns though. Like he like has maybe he's in a band and like they showed up that they were like gonna play a gig at the saloon and he's just like even the rest of the band doesn't want to hang out with him.
Right,
They're like,
right.
we're just no,
Nobody wants to.
no,
hang
no
with
hard
him.
tonight. Like, can you please just not?
Yeah.
And he's like, cool dudes, I'll just sit here and play for a while.
You're right. Here he is on the friggin' trail playing. Yep. Sitting and playing.
Also, I feel like the 4th of July is really the only day of the year that he is appreciated for his playing.
Right.
It's like, okay, fine.
Yeah, he's just like, he's like we couldn't get anybody else. Everybody else that plays the guitar was not available.
Yeah. Okay. He's
that guy.
Funny Mara said it's always an acoustic guitar player too. Bro, you know like 3 songs and one of them is just the intro to Stairway to Heaven.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
You know the guy. You
That is
know the
him.
guy. Yep.
It's him.
That's it. We're just gonna call him Stairway to Heaven, guy.
And does he know Rolling on the River? I'm just saying.
That's probably one of the other 2 songs. Okay. Are we ready to roll? I think we're ready to roll.
It's like I'm trying to think what we've forgotten in the past, and we're going
Too
to
late
do
now.
something different this time.
Too
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't when I first said it, but it is.
It's too late.
We made it to the Missouri River on day 1.
Wow.
1 mile travel.
It's cold.
Also, it's the fucking Missouri River. How the like?
Golly, can you hear that wind?
Yeah, I think they can hear it.
Freaking cold. What day did we leave?
Oh, that's not what I meant to say.
I'm having
Sorry.
vision problems.
It doesn't say yet. It did say earlier,
I
but
just like to keep track, so I know
the
when
15th of April.
tax day. They all need to stop and pay the tax.
No, taxes have not been on the 15th of April since this time. It wasn't until actually I think the 70s that it was established on that it's been every year on the 15th. Now before that it was like because that's when they like
The second Monday of the month.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
April or something.
But like the law as it is written has only okay. I think we have to cross the ice, but like it's only 28 degrees, and I feel like it should be like 2 degrees. This is a fucking big river.
You're not wrong.
Okay, we made it.
We made it. I forgot that.
It's like a huge resort. Okay, Cold Spring. This is the 16th. We're just gonna keep going. Oh, you know what else we need to do? We need to go faster.
Yes. Those notes are my
10 hours a day?
yes.
Rations should be filling because it's fucking cold, right?
Okay.
Do we hunt?
Yeah.
We hunt.
What was the rest?
I can't swim across the ice, but I didn't want to fall into the ice. It's scary.
Yeah, it's very scary because then you're under that. What did you kill?
The deer, look.
Did you shoot yourself?
No, should I go?
Get the deer. We got salt. We got a bridle.
I got one deer. Should I try for another deer? No. Trying one time, I shot 187 pounds. Oh, that's a big deer. Good. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Good call.
Thank you.
It is the 20th.
Is it, wait, scare me, what is it? What do we got? Well,
Animals exhausted. We're going to rest for one day. And then we're going to rest again when we come to water. Here we are. Should we only rest one day? Because that was like 2 days ago.
What's the day? Okay. Yeah.
One.
Yeah. What's the date?
Well, now it's the 24th. It was the 23rd, but we rested.
Oh, yeah, so we'd only gone one day.
It's 3 feet deep.
Rest for the days.
See if it goes down.
Don't do that.
Not very much. Okay, watch your wagon floated then.
I don't have my snail. I was trying to sleep.
She was a little late. I didn't have a chance to do her nails.
I did them myself last week when you liked you said it was a 2-dimension. It was something.
It was a duo tote, yeah. It was nice.
Duo something. I didn't even know.
Maryville, Kansas. Should we go into town?
No, because we stopped the 24th and we got everything we need. Why are we in town?
We're not. Continue. Big Blue River. I think it is big. But I think that we should just 2 1/2 feet deep. But it's $8.
Like 2 from here.
You want the upper glass? I think they have to.
Let me see the form. Is there an adjustment?
They work when I'm not wearing my contacts. Do they not work for you? Dang it.
So that's included. There's not an adjustment.
I mean, I took them apart and adjusted them so that they worked for my eyes, but no, it's like 20 minutes for this. Once to your eyes.
And you always get the same seat at the opera. You always have the same box.
Do you think your glasses prescription changes based on how far you're looking away?
No idea.
So why would your opera glasses change?
Because my binoculars do.
That's because you're looking at something like literally hundreds of yards different.
Right.
When you're looking at a stage, you're looking at like maximum like 5 yards down.
Would it not if I'm on in the front, if I'm back in the cheap seat, if I'm in the expensive presidential seat box?
I feel like I have to mute this sound.
Yeah, because it's making me want to go party. I can't believe you have them. What's the date?
I just told you to stop doing the sound effects. Stop doing the sound effects. Dang it.
Cease and desist.
Oh, we can speed up the simulation speed? Yes, please. All right. Are we
Yes, please.
fording the river?
What's that?
It's 2 1/2 feet deep. The toll is $8.
Board. The ferry's only
$8. Okay. Well,
no, don't do it. We took the ferry and it didn't make it. That was $8 and
28 pounds of bacon, 1 box of bullets, 4 pounds of cheese, a 10-pound stack of cornmeal, 2 5-pound tins of crackers, and various other items.
holy shit. We paid $8 for that?
Oh, man.
Oh, and a freaking drowning. Oh dear.
She didn't drown all the way. She just almost drowned.
Drown all the way. Didn't drown all the way.
She didn't die. She just almost drowned.
Drowning.
Yes.
Drowning.
Yvonne can have a day to rest, okay?
Oh!
Hans had an unknown ailment. We're having a rough start.
What? I mean,
The 27th a week.
No, we've been on the
Wait, we are at, okay, we're going to Oregon Trail heading west, right?
Yes. Oh, Hans. He had something when he got on here.
In the bin with Han.
Yeah. I mean, 12 days later.
No, it was 7 days later.
No, we left on the 15th.
Oh, I
and
thought
now
we left
it's
on the
27th. We left on text.
I thought we left on 420. I remember that it was a
Tax day, pot day, I don't know.
it was an important day.
A monumental day.
It was one of those important days of the year.
Oh, what?
I think we should check on everybody's health. Hans, we know, is dead. Yvonne is still like fair. I think we should rest.
Yeah.
Or Yvonne.
Can we check on the morale? Because usually we're dying and we have good morale.
I think we have good morale. You know, actually, it usually says morale is good here.
Exactly.
I think we just have fair morale.
No. We usually have good morale.
I know, it's usually like somebody's dying and
And we're like, morale.
So
Yeah.
call her up, but morale is good.
Good. Yeah. We're like a happy bunch of campers. Why are we not? We've got canteens, we've got kegs, we've got water, we've got harmonica, we've got a flute. Why are we not happy?
Or dad blame fools out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, then what are you doing?
Welcome to you as well. Hello, sir. Like your attitude, okay?
Should we just leave him?
He wishes we just let him. We're gonna make him sorry.
We're going to question it.
Your tongue, friend. You don't pay to talk smart to the wrong party.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Uh-huh. Don't talk wrong to this party.
Should we poke him even further?
You know.
Watch your step. Everyone's as forgiving as me.
Oh,
You folks just move along now.
why don't you just?
Watch your step. As forgiving as me.
Pardon, it just repeats. But like, now I'm just poking.
Yeah, Dick. It's a. As forgiving as you, you're the biggest dick we've ever met in this game. The biggest dick, and he thinks that he's forgiving. He's like, watch out, there's some dicks out here. Dick.
Okay, but this one's just ones and zeros, not like the ones on Reddit. Bye, dickhead.
Wait. I'm not through with him.
I'm gonna visit the station now.
Oh, ow. Ow, baby.
Oh, you are peeking my mic.
We need medicine.
Al doesn't seem to think we need medicine. Did you notice that like whenever you open this up, it'll like usually drop you into the category that you need the most?
Really?
Did it? Yeah.
We need boots?
I don't think that we need anything. That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
Oh.
Oh, we can get a bottle of peppermint. That's
Do it.
all we can get.
Do it.
We have one.
Okay. Don't do it.
We can get the only one left here.
No, 22 cents is 22 cents.
Bye.
Ow.
Toodles. Are we continuing? It's the 29th.
Okay, I like it. Yes.
I like Al too. I like that he's getting around and working, more than one job.
Yeah.
I like that maybe holding him back when he was just
Mhm.
staying in independent.
Yeah.
All right, to the Narrows. We're on the 2nd of May. Okay. Look, there's a buffalo. The coast of Nebraska.
I don't understand.
What?
Why is it the coast? It's the middle of the. It's as far from the coast as you could get. Why is it the coast?
It's the Nebraska coast. Is the barrier between Kansas and Nebraska?
That's called the coast.
I'm thinking that it's like seas of green grass.
Oh, okay. Before they got all the sunflower.
I don't know. It has quoting marks. Look it up in your
But
book.
that's Kansas. Kansas or Nebraska. It has all the sunflowers through.
That's definitely Kansas.
I don't know what y'all. 40 grass. And what am the
I'm so confused.
I didn't know if it was.
Bunny Morrow said, "Fun fact: Nebraska still looks like that." I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like explaining about like where we live because there's like these big, if you drive a ways, there's these giant propane tanks, and I mean like bigger than any of the buildings around. Propane tanks. You have driven by them literally hundreds of times. You've just stopped realizing that they're there.
Okay.
And like my wife said something about them, and I was just like, "Yeah, you're right." Like I don't even notice them. I don't even think about it. And it's because we live in the fucking state that they have giant ass propane tanks.
Well, yes. You're correct. There is no
There's just more corn now. I believe it. But I think corn, if you look at it from like above and the right angle, it also does like the where it's like no, not as much.
I don't think so. I think the individual leaves do, but I don't think the
The stalks don't. Yeah.
I don't think so.
And I think it has to be the right angle too, because otherwise you just get like rows. You just look like rows. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about coast.
So we just keep going.
No, we need to stop.
There's no water.
Okay. Carry on.
Here, we rest here at Fort Kearney where there's water.
Just
One day or two.
I think I'm one because we stopped two at a spring.
I mean, it's at the fort. So there's running water.
Correct. But there's not like fish and
No, but there's like people and like, hey, you're not from our wagon party. Like, let's play some
Okay.
checkers or
okay.
so another day.
You're right. You're right.
Now we continue.
Play some checkers.
What else did they play?
I don't believe let's play checkers. Cards.
Okay. I feel like you would have laughed just as hard. They've been playing cards this whole fucking time. They've been playing cards for a fucking month almost. Maybe at the fort there's a set of checkers. And maybe they want to play checkers with a stranger. Because it's something fun to do.
Yeah. Can we buy checkers?
In some places.
Really?
But I always thought that it was silly to bring checkers on the trail because, like, you lose one and then
Yeah.
what? Like, you just got
You get a rock.
Also, why do you need a set of checkers then? You can just get rocks. All right. Plum Creek.
Yeah, we just have to be careful. They have different colored rocks.
I'm just going to go. We're just going.
Okay. Golly, we're exhausted.
Okay, well,
It's the 11th time we need to stop. We went 6 days without rest. Please. Please. don't ever want to talk to people. You're being social in the game as well. You know that?
Not wrong. I never thought about it. You're not wrong. I don't need to talk about it. Let's just go. Just go.
They might have something that would help us out.
Wouldn't they just open with that?
I don't.
Sorry. Morale so low. Why is their morale so low?
It's gotta be oh well, what's her name's feeling better.
That's good. But
It's gotta you sure we have 2 musical instruments?
we have a flute and a harmonica, unless we lost one on the raft tip over because we.
We did lose miscellaneous stuff. And we have canteens and kegs. What are you people's problem? You're supposed to be some happy campers.
Maybe they lost some of the cards from the duck playing cards.
Mm.
Okay, we're gonna rest for 2 days
Around the water?
at the South Platte River.
Please. Fish first.
I don't know how to fish. I can hunt though. I could probably hunt.
Yeah, you haven't hunted in a while.
I might shoot my foot off.
I know. I factored that in.
£150 of meat there for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Feeding the family. All right, do we get to continue now? Check the river conditions. 1 1/2. We can board that
We're
bitch.
board. Yep. Board away.
I don't even need to hold your hand for this one. We're gonna be fine.
We shocked. Oh my God. We're really slowing down there.
It is 2,000 feet across this river. It's a long ways. Okay, California Hill.
Oh, we got to do something. Something.
Look at this one. Not the pronunciation guide, but
How to pronounce
spots on the thing.
California Hill.
No, you're looking in the wrong place.
Is it a landmark?
Yeah, but I don't want the landmarks. I want the itinerary section, not the land.
Okay. Well, I'm not qualified to do this. It's not here.
It's on the ones where it has the book. Thank you.
Oh, I've never seen this section. I'm not done with the book.
Okay. I think it's back further, yeah.
Okay. Which trail are we on, by the way? Where are we?
We're on the California Trail. No, Oregon Trail West.
Okay.
California Hill.
California Hill.
We're past St. Joe.
California Hill? Why are they calling it? We're nowhere near California, are we?
We're in Nebraska.
Yeah, Hill, are they?
I don't know. I think we're just going to double team and continue.
I'm sorry, I don't have more information. Here's California Trail Junction.
We're not that far yet.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
We didn't make it?
28 pounds of bacon, 1 box of bullets, 1 pound of cheese, 5 pounds of coffee beans, 1 coffee pot. Oh no, I'm going to die without my coffee pot.
Morale is going to plummet.
Okay, we're at Ash Hollow. It's the 28th. Should we rest?
4 for 4.
2 days?
Yes, please.
We have 4 morale. Oh, good. Oh, good. We've got our morale is high marker back. Woo! Woo! I don't know how we were making it this far without it.
Maybe we're going too fast. Is that what they're getting fussy about?
Yeah, we're going really fast.
Not as fast as we could go. I'll need to remember that.
I'm going to take a day to hunt.
Okay. You good?
Oh no! I'm trying to get a freaking buffalo! I had to shoot it twice. Hopefully I didn't shoot myself in the foot.
A lot of meat. You're fine. You got 100 pounds per shot. That's a good deal.
Okay.
103 to be exact.
Woo! No shooting self in footy! Yay! Okay.
Do we know why the, I don't know.
Bum bum ba da 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 da. Bum bum ba da 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 da. June 2nd. Bum bum ba da 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 da. Bum bum ba da da. That's Bluffs. June 4th.
Stop, please.
Well, it's the Bluffs.
Keep going.
Dun dun da 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 da. Still the 4th. Boom.
Good.
It's good though. She's the leader of our pack. Okay. 3 feet deep. Toll is $5. Let's just pay the toll. It's a toll bridge. It's not.
Oh, gotcha. Safe.
Yeah. Okay. Oregon Trail heading west.
Please.
Do we want to go into Fort Laramie? We did lose some bullets. I'm gonna go real quick. I'm gonna go super quick. I think I know my way around this fort.
That one lady has information.
Yeah, well, I'm antisocial. Okay, I still got good. And you just need more bullets. Okay. See, when I opened it up, he was like, "Hey, you need some more bullets."
Yeah.
Now he's saying you need more food. Okay, what kind of food do we need?
Clairvoyant, is he?
You got vegetables?
How about pickles? We got one thing of pickles. Yeah, good potato. Everybody likes potatoes.
All right. I think we're good.
Yeah. This is a nice page here. Mark this one. Where are we?
Fort something. Laramie?
Yeah. So we did California Hill, right?
Uh-huh. You want to talk to that lady.
Fort
and I'm
Laramie.
like, not necessary. Yep. Oregon Trail heading west.
Yes, please.
Bum, bum, ba, da, 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 da. Now we have made it to Register Cliff,
Got it.
where we will continue.
Okay. Next should be a bridge. There's natural bridge.
There's a dust storm. We should slow down.
And bridge?
No, we didn't get to the bridge yet. Now there's a severe thunderstorm, which I feel like would be negated by the friggin' dust storm. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Seems like you could have one or the other, not both.
It seems like, yeah.
So here's where we rest by the
Yeah.
natural bridge.
What day are we?
The 14th.
Yes, please.
2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Funny Mora says we need salt.
Did we check ourselves a lot? Does it ever go down?
It does, but not very often. Funny Mora also said every time I see California Hill in this game, I remember going there as a kid. You can still see the marks where the wagon wheels were. Oh my god!
Seriously?
Yeah,
Holy doggone.
that one does actually still look the same.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Very cool. I just don't know why they call it California Hill. I believe they're quite a ways from.
There's a toll bridge. Should we take the toll bridge?
It's free.
The North Platte River Toll Bridge.
It says here's free. Free bridge in 1859. Well, maybe.
It ain't free yet. It's $11.68.
Well, come 1859, it's gonna be free. Let's just wait.
This is how we ended up with people living in the Midwest. We'll just wait.
We're gonna wait for that bridge to be free.
It's okay. We just live here now. It's fine. It's fine.
This is where we live now.
This is where we live.
What's the date? Mm. How deep is it? Makes it's fine. She's not wrong.
This was like 3 days if we were in game.
She's not.
Okay, let's see if there's any salt at the trading post.
Let's see how much salt they have.
They don't have any, so it doesn't matter.
So we don't know how much we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, let's see if they have vegetables. I want vegetables. We don't have any vegetables.
How's our pickle supply doing?
We can't get any.
How's our potatoes doing?
We can't get
I
any of
think
those.
that was potatoes. I think we have potatoes.
We probably have potatoes. Pot? You want some pot?
Yeah, because we lost that coffee pot. Remember? Coffee something kettle.
We did lose the coffee pot. I've just been jonesing. Okay, it's fine. I've just been like riding it.
Oh, okay. Well, I want morale to be all pissy pants.
I can't find another coffee pot, so
You could just suck on the coffee.
yep. We have beans. We're just gonna chew on them.
Cheek it.
We need some spare wagon wheels. Sorry, that cut into the budget a little bit, but we're gonna continue.
Okay.
Immigrant Gap.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Mm-hmm.
Willow Springs. Rest.
No. Okay.
Continue. Ba-da-da-da. Independence Rock. Woo woo. Rock on out of there. Devil's Gate usually is the same day. Then we get to Split Rock, and there's another one. There's a actual river crossing coming up here. Okay. Do we want to go the deep sand route or the 3 crossings? I'm looking at this. Okay, but you're just looking at landmarks. You're not looking at the actual strategy. That's just going to tell us history about this landmark.
But it's been helping because I know it's upcoming. It's like having a map, and we're going to get. They didn't know it was coming, but I know it's coming here.
Bunny Morrow said, if the Platte is anything like it is today, you probably should have just taken the toll, which is what we did, because that river is not to be fucked with.
Really? Okay. I'll write that down, Bunny.
Quote, not to be fucked with.
I'm going to write that not to be fucked.
She did actually write that. She wrote, quote, not to be fucked with. Bunny Morrow. Look, we're gonna sell this book in like 10 years, just like randomly on eBay, like we're gonna find it on a shelf, and then like 20 years down the road, somebody's like, reading through like not to be fucked with Bunny Morrow.
Bunny Morrow. This is Bunny Morrow. It's quotable.
No, to be fucked with. Okay, this is what we're looking at. Though.
Yeah, we're making this. We're deciding between this and this.
I think that we just do the deep sand route. But I think because we have plenty of aminals, we have 10 aminals.
What are our options? Deep sand or what?
3 crossing. Now, the deep sand route you can get stuck in. I remember because there's like quicksand.
Okay.
But we have lots of aminals and 2 wagons.
Okay.
We can just double team them.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry.
She's erasing really aggressively.
Okay. We went with the deep sand.
What were you so aggressively erasing?
I had some written down here. I wanted to move it.
Oh, okay.
Like a pencil. I can move things around.
Okay. We're doing the deep sand route because I read it in that other section that you just keep not looking at. This is the section.
It gives us good information.
Yeah.
It's Get me started, and then I can do it.
Are we at the right route?
Question.
I don't know because it's always like it'll be like, oh, and then you take this. You got to go to this page.
Hmm.
I don't know. She's right. We need to do bookmark. It's okay.
Yeah.
This bunny person was such a wise pioneer.
Yes.
Odd they keep telling you to sell my children, though. Do we need to stop at the Seawater River? You need to know the date. Just gonna want to know the date. The 22nd of June.
Yes, please.
So we're gonna call it the 25th of June because we're gonna rest for 2 days. For 24th of June.
Okay.
Then we're gonna ford the river because there's only a foot deep.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go hunting.
Woot, woot.
With a bear.
Oh, get a bear. I haven't gotten a bear yet.
You said it right after I shot it though, and I did get a bear.
Yay. You've gotten a deer, a bear, and a
I got a bison earlier.
bison. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Road to South Pass. Right?
Yes, please.
We're at the 27th.
We're fine.
We're at Rocky Bridge.
Okay.
Rocky Ridge, sorry.
Yep.
I added a letter.
Yeah.
It's fairly steep.
Oh, boy.
We use ropes and chains.
Yes, please.
Fuck.
We have done that several times.
Yeah, we do it every fucking time. It's the bane of my existence is wagon tip overs.
Mm-hmm. And 3 times on this trip. Oh.
We need spices, but we don't have any. So
Check for salt. Are we at the Lander Trading Post?
there's no salt.
Then it's after 1854.
Oh, but we lost a rifle. We should get another
And in
one.
between 1859.
Okay, well, I grabbed another rifle just in case.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go because we gotta make it.
Okay.
Final Sweetwater River crossing.
Okay.
So,
I'm figuring out the date because in 1858 there was a split in the trail, but there was not now.
June 30th, 1857.
That fits into one of my calculations. That fits into my calculations.
She's like, I am calculating the date. I'm like, it
Between
is
them.
on the screen.
But if your contacts don't work and your opera glasses are for shit or adjusted for your
For your child without contacts, then you're fucked.
your seat, your I don't know.
South Pass. Continue. It's the 30th of June. Morale is high.
We need to rest. It's been 6 days since we rested.
We're gonna rest for a
Oh,
moment.
wait. Okay, wait. But I don't know how long till we get to Pacific Springs, isn't that?
We're just gonna rest one day. Then. And then now we're at Pacific Springs, so we're gonna rest one day here.
Okay.
It's like a day and a half later. So now we're good. Now we have the dry sandy.
Yeah, keep on going.
Yeah.
And there's no trading post.
Put the weakest animal up front. Even though I paid $12 for all of them, so I don't know what the difference is.
Exactly.
Okay, do we go to the sublet cutoff or the road to Fort Bridger? I think we take the sublet cutoff.
I'm on the wrong page. I don't know.
I've done it wrong before, so that's why this part is important.
Okay, let's see. Are we at the parting of the ways?
Yes. Exactly where we are.
I'd like to confirm. To confirm these things,
That's fair. That's fair.
maybe you could add to this index because
I mean, you're not in the index.
no,
So
you're correct. I'm not.
Man,
Please. You're done right. You gotta do it yourself. And this
parting of the way.
I feel. Yeah, I don't remember.
At the parting of the ways, if you want to go to Fort Bridger or the Great Salt Lake Valley, take the road to Fort Bridger. If you want to take the shortcut to Fort Hall, take the sublet cutoff. If you want to head back east, take the road to the South Pass.
No.
No.
So we went the sublet cutoff.
Yeah, but I think that we should check in our diary and just make sure that we're like on the right, that we're not like going to Salt Lake City. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just thinking of the guy with that journal. Though. What who in a journal? And then leaves it when he moves out.
Oh, that guy! I was like, what journal are you talking about? Okay. We're going to Jacksonville, Mississippi. I think that we have missed our turn.
Jacksonville, Mississippi.
Journey west to Jacksonville. How is that west though? Wouldn't that be? Oh, so it's maybe not in Jacksonville, Mississippi. Where is it
Yeah,
then?
it's not Mississippi.
How do we go to Jacksonville?
Where is it?
Who knows? We're just gonna go to Oregon.
Yep.
So here's where we are.
Okay. Thank you. She found it.
We're gonna take the sublet cutoff.
And we're gonna. Where should I go?
And Vegan's Day.
Yay! Celebrate!
Look at that guy with the guitar. Oh, the guy with the guitar.
This is his day.
It's his
His
day.
day. This is the day we're happy you're with us. Any other day we're sick of your shit. Just saying. Okay.
All right. Next, we have the Haystack. It's Haystack Butte, but I always want to say Haystack Butt.
But on a haystack butt.
We got that Haystack Butt.
It's rather unattractive.
Depends on. If you got a Haystack Butt, we don't care. I'm just thinking of Amberlynn.
Since she made haystack butt. She does.
It's okay. I feel. Here's the thing about Amberlynn is like I kind of feel bad making fun of her appearance because like in some ways she can't help it, in some ways she can help it, and it's kind of a fine line. But she spends a lot of time seated, and she's very heavy and has gained a lot of weight. But it's not here that she gained it; it's here that she gained it because I'm assuming that she spends probably 23 out of 24 hours of her day. Well, besides the 8 where she's sleeping, I guess.
Did that happen?
Yeah. So she didn't gain weight on the back of her legs. But it's like she actually has a skin fold here.
Is this scientific or is it
I mean, we've seen the skin fold before when she's like
but do we know that there's that formation from that activity?
How else would it have happened?
Well,
what I'm saying is when she stands up, you can see the line of where she's sitting slowly raise up. And it is a line when she's standing also. It is just a diagonal, like a mostly. Like she has more, and she has like almost on the back of her legs, like where they would hang off the front of the seat. Yeah.
Oh,
So now I feel bad, like having commented on Amberlynn's appearance. when she got that haystack butt.
Where we got off of the trail.
Sorry. Waffles and tangents. Waffles and tangents.
Waffles and tangents.
Haystack butt is what Pixar gives all the moms.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
like yeah, that is. It is.
Mhm.
I also feel like there's other cartoons that have haystack butt mom. The haystack
You know
butt.
what time it is?
No! Look, 20 miles.
It'd be funny. I'll stick with you.
No! It's holding her in place. Look how close we are to the Salt Lake. We go. You gotta see.
Okay, if you want to go to Fort Hall, or don't take the sublet cutoff. Do not do that. You're at the west end of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we want to either go to. We can take the road to Fort Hall,
Okay, one of these we just skipped
or
by
the road
going.
to Fort Bridger.
One of these we just skipped.
Something done right.
We just took a shortcut to go to Fort Hall. So to go
Okay,
to Fort
then-
Bridger at this point would take way
Yeah,
much
then
longer.
go to Fort Hall. Take that road.
We found a grandfather clock.
Well, that's so helpful. I'm delighted. You didn't get it, did you?
I mean, it wasn't like leaving.
Oh, what? There was no option.
Yeah.
Maybe there was an option.
Okay.
Take it or leave it. I thought there was an option. I'm just thinking it's
Big
going
hill.
to weigh us down.
Holy shit. I didn't tip the wagon.
Woo, woo.
Check the abandoned building. Woo, maple syrup.
I never.
Salt pork instead of China.
Yay, China. We're eating fancy now until we break it.
That's a goose.
That's a good. So the coloration perhaps is different.
I don't know. She showed me two silhouettes that looked like the same bird, and she was like, "That's how you tell the difference." And I was like, "That doesn't help me at all." But thanks.
The neck was different and the curve of the back was different.
I give up before I shoot myself. No, just slow down. It's not what I meant to click. Whatever.
Oh, dude. Are they getting feisty?
No, they were just saying it was hot.
Well, and then it's going to be cold. Oh,
Right? I'm just trying to speed through it because you always abandon me on the trail and then I die.
Well, but you had warning that I was going to abandon you. So.
I know, but that's why we tried to go through it quickly. But then you took like 3 days to decide if we wanted to stop at the freaking fort.
Yeah. Yeah. It was 3 days. You're correct.
All right. Hudspeth cut off?
I've not done my homework.
I don't know.
Do we need to?
Did we go to Fort Hall yet?
You try? We can do it again?
Could you good people please help us?
Possibly.
We are in dire need. We have nearly no more supplies and would be grateful for some help.
I'll give you something.
What's in it for us? Karma. Good karma.
Oh, they want one of my rifles.
Ooh, that's a big ass.
I've got two. Yeah, you can have an ox. You can have an ox. I'm nice like that.
Hmm.
It's gonna give me good karma points later.
They didn't even say thank you.
No, they didn't. Fort Hall.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay, we're gonna rest. For a
I mean, I
minute.
agree with giving them something. I said thank you.
Oh God, she needs help. Alexa's trapped inside that woman. You are not wrong. Do you need to do a lap around the living room and back? Okay. I just don't want to die.
Heavy fog. Slow down.
Yeah.
You know you don't, but you know I'm. Oh, I'm very not much help. I'm not.
I'm gonna try and shoot some more meat.
Oh, there's something big.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dang it, I missed it.
yeah, I got problems here. And this, and I've been doing like. Really.
We need to take a banana break.
I need to hit the other tree.
No, Mama's gonna leave. Okay, everybody say goodbye, Mama.
Let me write down my data. Data entry point.
I made it to the Raft River.
Didn't do the surprise yet.
We didn't. You said that there was a surprise.
And it's something that you used to like, and I think you still like it.
Is it?
Wait a minute, I'm packing.
Okay. What? How did we tip the wagon? I didn't even do anything.
You look crooked, that damn thing tips. Tippiest wagon ever. I'm serious. We're tipping a lot.
Aldrin Lynn. So loud. I'm trying to hurry up and get down this freaking Oregon Trail
Mhm.
before my mother abandons me on the trail.
Okay. Dramatic.
My mother's abandoned me.
Funny how me. She's being dramatic. Is she not?
Bonnie said that she'll write you letters from the trail again. That was pretty funny last time. That was pretty funny. Yeah, she wrote you letters. Yeah, it was a lot that happened, but yeah, she wrote you letters.
Lost?
No, they didn't. You just forgot about them, I guess. They were the best, though. You're gonna
I'll
remember.
tell you what I
that.
have not forgotten. You used to have the best memory.
She is a savage mama. She
So
is.
really-
Hi, baby poodle.
Hi, Pammy Poodle. Did you groom anybody today?
See, if you would have left, you would have never known baby poodle was here.
True. That's true. The girls are all here now.
Are we going to Boise?
a girlfriend that was from there.
South alternate route or road into Fort Boise. We're going to road to Fort Boise.
Yeah.
Snake River. And rest here a day.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we're gonna cock the wagon and float it. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Do it.
I don't know what we're gonna do. We made it all the way to Idaho.
Mhm. Oh,
And then what? We're just gonna die?
no.
Here we are.
Yes.
Tammy Poodle said that we've been streaming for 2 whole Malteses and not just as units of measurement. Literally, Maltese.
Yay! How often are the Maltese? Malteses.
Yeah. Do they have like a regular schedule?
Yeah, do they have a regular schedule? Like every 6th Friday.
Ooh, a hunting knife. 6 pounds of. I don't know what that shit
You
is.
found it? Good.
Final Snake River crossing. Hawk that bitch and float it. Oh my gosh, this is such a wide river. 1,000 feet wide.
1,000?
Road to Farewell Bend or South alternate route? At East Cow Hollow.
You know I'm lost.
Farewell Bend then. Little Pass. Or
With a map, I'm lost.
Fallen Rock.
Farewell Bend, is that what we said?
Yep.
You might know where we are.
Flagstaff Hill. We are speeding across. We made it to the Grande Ronde Valley.
Ronde?
I don't know.
Ronde.
Ronde.
What's that one page that I liked and you did not?
It was just the landmarks.
I loved it.
It was just the list of landmarks.
I loved it. Like I knew we were on the right place, and I knew what was coming up.
Morale is high.
Where we at?
Grande Ronde River.
Okay. You did say that. Enjoying that good sandwich.
You could use a little butter. Immigrant Hill. Wait, didn't we already go here?
The Grande Ronde, now you should be at the Blue Mountains.
Then we need to turn around. Turn around. Go back. Blue Mountains.
Blue Mountains. Wait a minute. Did you mention Immigrant Hill? No.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Mountains, then Immigrant Hill.
Blue Mountains and then Immigrant Hill?
Yeah,
Okay, so we gotta turn back around.
I'm sorry.
All right, now Immigrant Hill.
See, you know, you don't want me to leave, but then I am ridiculed for my poor.
We need you. We need you there. We would have never figured it out.
I think I got you lost and then found again.
What?
I'll cut this off of here because
Should we anchor the wagon and continue or use ropes and chains?
anchor. There's ropes and chains, and we tip the damn thing.
Well, I anchored it and we tipped the damn thing earlier, so.
Really?
Yeah. Doe Canyon.
I'm eating the part A off. I knew she was going to say that. I'm being so careful.
You gave birth to me.
Mm-hmm.
Same person.
Same birth. There are a few differences. I feel like there's some difference of germs, no?
Amarilla Valley. Amarilla Valley.
Hmm?
Amarilla River.
I don't see it on here.
That's because you're looking at the stupid list of landmarks.
This is what I'm staying for. She wants a surprise.
Oh yeah, you're forgetting that there's a surprise. Usually I have the surprise for you.
I know. Maybe the surprise is depends on behavior.
I think I hear what the surprise is.
Did you see the? You probably
I
don't.
caught it out of the corner of my eye and hearing it. Like I have put two and two together.
You know
What I haven't figured out what the color corresponds to though.
the color.
Is it more than one?
Okay, what color did you see?
Orange. Okay, yeah. Reddish orange. Oh, maple. That is one of my favorites. I love the seasonal flavor. They're my favorite.
That's
There's another.
she's gonna really like this one, I think.
Is it? I do love pumpkin spice.
All the pumpkin spice.
All the pumpkin
All
spice.
the pumpkin
all the
spice.
time.
We'll take all the pumpkin spice, please. Everything. Everything pumpkin spice.
And the maple. I love the maple.
Yeah.
too.
I'm just saying pumpkin spice is in like everything.
I do believe that Starbucks should sell a Grande Ronde. I don't know what it would be if it was maple and or pumpkin spice.
Grande, that would be great. Oh, the grande.
Grande Ronde.
Grande.
You put them over there on that tile.
Grande.
Sure.
Enjoy those.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can't go.
Please. Okay. Live long and prosper.
We're gonna die. As soon as you leave, we're gonna die.
No, you lived a long time last week.
No, I didn't. I died from a gunshot after nearly starving.
Well,
Rick jumped and we're actually really close.
I think you're going to live long and prosper. I really do.
She's full of shit, guys. You know it. She is full of shit, and you know it. Oh! They're two brothers, and they come every 6 weeks. I should have not told you. I should have just like let you wonder.
Yay. The same personality.
Do they have the same personality or different personalities because they're twins? Also, I have something to tell you. You, Savage Mama. Actually, I have something to show you. I'm holding the phone. I'm not holding the phone because the phone is what I'm using for a camera right
Yes.
now. I don't know if you see this over here. The big bold.
Oregon City? You reached Oregon City?
Yeah, we won the game. Yep. So
No friggin' way. That's the end of the game?
look at that.
Oh,
Final score.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
They're adopted brothers, not bio brothers,
Oh.
but they're very different.
Really?
And they're both Maltesers.
Do
Yeah. We won. I told you guys. She freaking said if we would win. We won.
it doesn't happen.
We didn't die. Bunny Moore was like, we didn't die.
Uh,
All right, guys. I think I am going to call it a day. you coming up? Will you be coming up for like 2 minutes? I will. Say goodbye.
I will say
And say yay.
Yay! We made it.
We are the champions, my friend. That is correct,
Oh my
Tammy Poodle. We
Yeah.
did. How long has it been since you won a game of Oregon Trail
Oh,
Chase?
it's been a long time.
Like decades, right?
Probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
Probably.
I mean, I won
I don't
last
remember.
month because
I don't remember the final score though. So this is
I
what
don't
I
think
think
I
I
ever
ever cared about that. We made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got 3 people in good health, which is where you get 500 points per person. So like
Okay.
if you have like 6 people in your party, you can get a higher final score.
Oh.
But you run the risk of them fucking dying. Plus they require more food and more supplies and everything else. So that's how that works in. Now the year of travel also factors into it because then that's going to be based on like how many like bridges there are versus that sort of stuff.
And the cholera.
Now, one thing I do like to do on my way through, there is one last fort where you can buy animals. And I feel like you don't get that much bonus points you don't get very much bonus points for having additional cash when you land, but you do get bonus points for having additional when you land.
Oh.
And so a lot of times, like if I wasn't like trying to really quickly reach the end and show you that we were at the end, I would have been like, okay, I'm going to save you $50 just to make sure that I have it, and then spend the rest on draft animals, and then we're going to go. Now, there's 120 unused skill points. I don't know where the fuck those are. Oh, I bet if we don't do the quick start. I bet if we do the regular start.
That makes sense.
And then our occupation multiplier bonus is 1.6. So if you like banker, it's I can't remember which one's higher and which one's lower, but it's like depending on what.
Okay.
And no penalty for going overtime, so that's good.
Yeah. And then there's a bonus for the route.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then one would keep track of their score, and maybe either
You try to
compete with
beat your
others,
score.
or you try to do your personal best.
Yep. Okay.
No memory of that part.
Buddy Morrow said, now all that's left to do is send letters back to our family, and it'll only take 6 months. 8 months, actually, is what they said.
Yeah. That's great.
And then maybe someday their grandkids will drive out to see us.
Yeah.
Or not. We might be dead. Probably be dead.
Yeah. I'm thinking that through. I'm thinking through stopping along the way going, we live here now.
Yep.
But no, we made it.
We made it. I mean, not really, but like, how many times have we tried this? We finally won the game.
So is that why people out west are such a
They're a hardier
they're
bunch.
a hardier bunch? And they are adventurous.
Yes. Yeah. Somebody in their family had to have an adventurous spirit at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty adventurous one.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Like, you guys are awesome. I'm gonna try and get another stream or 2 in this week. I'm not gonna probably like hold tight to my schedule because, as you know, we have the streamathon coming up a week from today. We're gonna get Diana a kidney. Now we're not gonna get her a kidney in a week, but in 1 week we're gonna have a 24-hour streamathon with other streamers, not just me. Although I might end up taking like 8 hours of this streamathon if we don't get other people filling it. So many people want.
Are we doing our thing next week or not?
Yes, we are. But it gets an extra layer to it because I may or may not be already streaming when you come in for Gamer Mom Cooking.
Wow.
Now, the purpose of the streamathon, a week from today, is we're trying to get people signed up to help take care of Diana after she gets the transplant, and also get some like financial stuff taken care of as far as like for housing and stuff like while they're there. So if you guys can help out with that, that would be awesome. More details to come. Like, obviously, no pressure or anything, but like, Diana is like, you've heard me talk about her before. She's a lovely lady. Like, you know, like she's been such a good friend to me, like over the years as well. And she's her kidneys are failing. And if she doesn't get a kidney transplant, she's on dialysis, and she can only continue on dialysis for, they say indefinitely, but it's like there's other health issues that go along with being on dialysis for a long time. So we do really, really, really want to get her a kidney. We do have actually a kidney donor that has offered up a kidney in the kidney it's a trade program that they have in Pittsburgh,
Oh.
where the person that has offered up their kidney is not actually an exact match for Diana, but if they can find, like, sometimes it'll be like 3 or 4 people where they like basically do like musical kidneys, and to get Diana a kidney. So hopefully
Wow.
it'll be within the next year that we will be able to find a match for her that then
Wow.
her match will somehow work in the pool. So
Wow.
so yeah.
And then you'll need people to stay with her, right?
Yeah, and that's she will need people to stay with her for about 8 weeks afterwards. So we're trying to get people signed up for that, and then also get an idea of like, okay, so and so can do it, but they're gonna maybe need like a week's notice so that they can tell their job, or that sort of thing. Where they do have vacation time coming up that they're happy to use, but and then we can work out a schedule from there.
Mhm.
It's not going to be like a perfect schedule because, like I said, a lot of it comes down to when they find them.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
if you do have any experience in caregiving and you're in a position where you're able to either you don't work or you can take time off of work,
Yeah.
absolutely, we would love to have all hands on deck. If you want to send me an email about it, you can send it to my personal email, or I'm trying to get an email set up for Diana to specifically like have all of those, like, I'm going to call them applications in one place, and everything like that. So I'm talking to her about that, but stay tuned. I did get access to the community tab, guys. Super exciting. So do stay posted on my community tab, and I will give you updates on the Streamathon on there. Okay? On my
Great.
YouTube community tab. So thank you
Sounds
guys.
great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes, Bunny Morrow, go and send my little fry. Go and send.
Y'all have a good one.